shake. Welcome to the Atlanta Open, powered by Skillshot. How are you guys doing today, Rocket League fans? It is going to be a action-packed night. We have a lot of teams that just signed up last minute to compete tonight, and it is going to be a good one. Some teams trying to get in, trying to qualify. I've got some money on the line, but they are going to have a lot of people in the way. Lobbies are getting started right now. I'm going to be your host for the night, Alex Irwin, aka Nighty, and I am here with my good pal Xander. How's it going, Xander?
I'm doing fantastic. It's looking like it's just going to be an absolutely fantastic night. Top level players here. There's no such thing as a bottom level player. We both know that between the two of us sitting at plat and gold, there's no such thing as bottom level when you're sitting right there, dab smack in the middle. And I'm doing fantastic.
Man, you just had to call me out like that. You just had to call me out. Like, I'll be the platinum then. How about that? I'll be the platinum. You be the gold. But how was your holiday weekend, man? Did you have a good one?
Yeah, my holiday weekend was absolutely fantastic. We bought some fireworks, shot them off on Saturday. Then we went to go visit the grandparents over the 4th of July as well. So that was pretty
Perfect.
good to see them. And yeah, I hope yours was as well. I don't know what you were doing.
Just chilling out in the pool, having a beer, watching all the fireworks in the sky. There was hundreds of them. The whole neighborhoods were going crazy. But we have got a crazy, crazy event tonight, and we got to go and look at the money that's on the line. We got some cash going. We've got 150 for first for a couple of hours of sweating your butt off in some Rocket League. Not bad. And then we've got 75 for second. So some good money on the line. Make sure you guys go to Checkmate Gaming if you want to get involved. And you can sign up on there. They've got plenty to be competing in, lots of different titles, and it's just an ongoing thing. So definitely make sure to visit that if you are interested. But yeah, these qualifiers are going to be going on for a while. There's a couple more to enter, and we'll get to the finals. There you have it. Those are the dates for them right there. That top 8 spots are going to be for some big money as well. You see down there at the bottom, $200 total for each one of those, leading up to the biggest one at the end for 775, I believe. So, yeah, tons to acquire there if you are feeling confident and ready, if you've been putting the practice in. And a lot to go for. It's going to be tough, though. It's going to be a lot tough. These guys have been practicing their butts off. Everybody's been putting in the work. And I know you've been putting in the work, too. You've been putting a lot of hours in lately?
I've been putting plenty of hours in lately, but it's still not been showing on the scorecard. I've been sitting pretty low, maybe leading some lobbies, maybe at the bottom of others and not ranking up, but certainly I'm trying my absolute best, and I'm hoping all the players here tonight are going to try their absolute best because that's all you can expect. And if you expect yourself to do anything less, then well, it should not be playing for the team. That's just the straightforward. If you're not going to put the time in and the effort into each match that you play, then there's no reason to be there. But if you are wanting to be there, like I am, then certainly that is where you should be. You should be right there with the guys playing and going for that top prize, which tonight it's $175.
We got 6 or 7 last-minute teams in there right at the end. Like, right as we were counting down, some teams were jumping in and onto the bracket. I know you probably didn't get to see any of those new names that got in there. And from my experiences, some of the last-minute people are usually some of the best players, the people that get in at the last second, because they want to make sure that they get the best teammates possible, and they always jump in there last minute. That's usually what I always did back in the day when I was competing, in my professional days. But like, it's just an important thing to make sure that you're managing the time properly and getting in there right there when you need to. But out of all the people you saw ahead of time, the people that got in, did you see any one player that stuck out to you? Is there anybody of note that's going to be in here that we could possibly talk about and have some predictions?
I know we were talking about earlier, we were talking about electric, and that was just kind of it's a cool name overall, just the name of electric. And I feel like it's going to be a top player, but I was really looking at Cryptic Gaming KG. They have a lot of top trophies here, and both of their players are expert level, and then the third player novice, but that still does not mean anything. They've won 42 straight, have not lost anything, so that's a good position to be at, and that's certainly going to be a favor going into this one if they can continue that streak.
And you said that they won $42 too. So they have 42 wins, $1 a piece per win. So hey, they're good under pressure. They've got some good wins. What was their team name? Do you remember? I'm trying to look at them on the list right now.
Cryptic Gaming KG.
Cryptic. Okay. We'll got to look out for them. But we've got our first match coming up here, guys. We just got our lobby together. M22 Esports taking on Lovely Gar. I guess that's, Lovely Gar 12. And you got to watch out for those numbers. Those numbers sometimes can get you. The teams that put in those numbers can usually be some of the most lethal of teams. We're going to see who is on this team. M22 Esports, going to look that up. See if we got any all-stars on there. As you were speaking of Electric, I definitely think that might be one of my buddies who I used to compete with in Halo. It looks just like his name, almost identical. But yeah, the guy on M22s, let's talk about them a little bit. Calebster, Pure 55, and Foxy. That's who we're going to be watching right now. And who are you going to take? Who's going to take the win? We gotta get some predictions here.
I think it's going to be the team in blue, which is M22 Esports. I'm really thinking that they're going to take this one. I just like the color blue, but mostly because of how Foxy, that initial shot was a great opportunity, but certainly just the offense is some of the top that I've seen so far at the beginning. Not a lot to go based off of to begin with far, but I'm absolutely leaning a little bit towards that way, but I have no idea what that series is going to be.
Well, then I've got to go with Lovely. Lovely is going to be my team to take this one here. And we are going to get a first goal. Calebster is going to get that one. Very good opportunity off the wall there. Immediate setup, and then gets the perfect angle into the net. Excellent work by Calebster to get that first blood.
First blood is always the most important. The last couple matches I've casted have been almost whoever scores the first one almost certainly takes it all the way. And those were ones that they were scoring with like 2.5 minutes left and then having to come back by 2, and they certainly did it. And so it could go back and forth. First blood is either a good thing or it can severely hurt you, because then you think you're in the soft chair. You think you're nice and cozy, but if you aren't cozy, if you are not cozy, then you actually are on your toes. You are aware at all times, and then you're the ones that's going to end up taking the win.
Excellent score from Phantom. He's going to follow that through. A good setup here. Bounces all the way down. Phantom just takes it. Excellent work by him, just making sure to get the double tap. Followed it through.
You can follow through. It's what I've always tried to tell my players when I've been a captain before. I've always told them, if you can follow through on anything, in soccer or in Rocket League, you're going to almost certainly come in with the goal. And that's a great opportunity off the double commit. And that's another one in the way of M22.
Oh my God, look at that backflip. That was excellent execution out of everybody. Both goalies, though, they both jumped out of the net way too soon to go for that one ball and just couldn't recover fast enough. So the aggression is just really good so far out of M22. They've got it going. They're only up by 1, but they have been very, very consistent.
I've been consistent before here. And I've really kind of noticed a lot of consistency over the last couple of days. If I can be consistent, I can win most of the time. And being consistent has opened up a lot more. And right there, Calebster gonna put this one in, put them up by 2, not even a halftime, and they are looking like monsters on that pitch.
Yeah, I got to give them a lot of credit. They are really doing a great job, having some good shots, but at the same time, I got to call out Lovely. Lovely are not getting to the net fast enough. They are really just leaving it open so many times. They're going for some really rough type of angles, and just like that, Tyler gets another one. Tyler is just killing it at the moment.
I like that pass going from far corner, going from the corner to the opposite corner, and then slots it to the other part of the net. So a 3-goal lead, not far after the previous goal was scored for M22, and now it's a greater feat to put in. And if you can take them down this much in game number 1, and the rest of the series may be a cakewalk, but you keep wanting to see Lovely. Lovely's playing fantastic, but what, like you were talking about, they are not getting to the net like they need to. Right there, that's a great angle from Maddie J to bring it within 2.
Excellent work. I was just about to say something about Lovely's usage of aerials. They were not getting into the sky fast enough. They weren't ever lining up any good shots, but there you go. They proved me wrong, and maybe they just need to get a little bit of warm-up in. But here we go. Phantom going to be trying to take it down the field. He's getting into the corner, going to try to reset it out of his side. Tyler also looking to get aggressive here. He's been aggressive all game long. It's going to go under. Excellent hit. But the pass comes in, and they're going to get that center. So the ball is in midfield. Going to go to the wall. Maddie going to get the demo off onto Tyler. And now Lanky, he's trying to line up a shot. Not going to be able to do it. Comes in a little too hot there. And now it goes to Orange's corner. So Lovely going to be on the defense again. And they're doing a good job at pushing it out. They have not been doing a great job all game as far as lining themselves up in the net. But here we go. Maddie with some excellent aerial work. Good job pushing it towards the enemy's goal. If they can get a little bit more aggressive here, they've got plenty of time. Just got to get it away. 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining. They could do this.
They can certainly do this one here, 90. They only down by 2. You have 70 seconds left on the clock. You have the pressure, especially right here. It's a great pass going to Lanky, looking for the infield off the corner, and then having to get the dunk once again off the 50. It's not going through, but the pressure's still here in the blue half of the field. Can they put this one through? It's a double whiff. That's a great opportunity. The bumps as well, so that was a great opportunity. And then the demo. Can he actually get the tap straight down to his teammate? It's going to go wide. And if they get this final one, but 35 seconds left on the clock. That is another one to the bottom corner, and Phantom lighting up that net.
That is such a huge shot at a pivotal moment in this game, only making it a 1-goal game. This is incredible. Great job by Phantom. Lovely are starting to wake up. Immediately, oh, look who wins it. The initial hit, it's going to be Lovely, but guess what? Tyler's right there, and he lines up an absolute sniper of a shot into his own, from his own corner. There you go, all the way down the field, and boom, that's probably going to be all she wrote.
Absolutely, that's a great shot. Like you were talking about, 3/4 of the way down the pitch, or just about halfway to be a little bit more accurate. But certainly, 20 seconds left, a little bit inconsistency is going to hurt them, and that's an open net. Lanky's going to be the only one back in the backfield here for Lovely. Just going to have to get this one cleared away, but absolutely, that's going to be the first one all gone in the books. Going to possibly be a 5-3 scoreline. It's a great advantage to M22 to begin our night, and certainly, it's going to be a great start to this series for that team in blue. And Lovely, you're doing great, but you have to continue what you were doing previously. Finish those opportunities, take those opportunities to be more in fact, or it's going to be all over very quickly.
Yeah, if I have to highlight a few things, it's obviously what I said, where they just were not in the net fast enough. They weren't recovering from a lot of the times that they would try to get a ball out. They went for some really risky hits, some trying to get it down the field. They really didn't need to do that. That got them a few extra points that could have been saved. And then on the other side, they were just not being as aggressive as they could have been, because every time they were super aggressive, Lovely were able to get some great scores in without any contention whatsoever from M22. So we got to make sure that we see more of that from Lovely. If they could play more like that in this game number 2, they might have a chance from getting back into it. But this is a single elimination bracket, best of 3s. So this next game is big. They got to make sure that they clutch up right here and now. If you had to tell me, though, where do you think that these players rank? Do you think that these are about champion level or probably under, maybe platinum, diamond?
There might be one like Diamond 3, but the way that the consistency has been happening, it's at least looking between Champ 3 to maybe a maximum of Grand Champ 2, but that might be stretching it a little bit. It's just hard to determine the way that the consistency that's been happening. We keep bringing up that word. Consistency is a huge part in Rocket League. I've brought it up in many of my casts before. Consistency is the hardest thing to perfect in the way of Rocket League. And Rocket League is one of the hardest games to be played, especially in the esports realm. So why else would we not want to play it?
I can play pretty much any title there is. Sports games, fighters. I'm pretty decent at pretty much all of them. But man, I get on some Rocket League, and it's just one of the toughest things. I don't know. The skill ceiling is so high. Just the difference between a noob and a pro is so massive. Whereas in like if you're playing like Call of Duty or if you're playing a more noob friendly game, I mean you can see noobs beat up on pros all day long. Like it happens a lot. But not in this game. This game, you're not going to get away with it. We saw some incredible plays being made in that game number 1 here. If you're just joining us, this is the beginning of the ATLOpen Qualifier 1, powered by Skillshot and Checkmate Gaming. We saw those excellent goals right there. M22 just kept their foot on the pedal, and we're not letting up whatsoever. How about you? Any highlights that other than what we've already talked about that maybe need to happen on Lovely's side, or maybe that M22 need to improve on as well?
I did actually like that really nice shot from Phantom. That bottom corner shot was just there in the replay package. It was a perfect shot catching out the defense of M22. So if you can catch them out on the counter attack, it's a great opportunity for you because you know how far they're going to push. They're not leaving somebody at least 3/4 of the way back. They're keeping them within that offensive half, which is good pressure, but one long clear or a simple passing play with somebody cheating up a little bit past half field, that's a great opportunity with a wide open net to shoot at. And going, of course, the other way with M22, you want to look at it in the way of, can we keep the pressure up, but can we keep the rotations crisp and clean? If you can keep that going the way that you did in that one, it will work out in the end and you will get that perfect 2-0 sweep.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I saw Lovely getting good rotations in maybe once or even twice. I never noticed it. M22 were pretty clean on it. They were getting some really smooth rotations off. But as far as Lovely's concerned, I saw 2 people just button a lot. They were getting in each other's way. They weren't shooting any like long range shots. I noticed as well. They were very hesitant on trying to do that. They were always trying to get some just short dribbles off on their side when they needed to clear it. They needed to get it centered. So there's a lot to be had on Lovely's side, but hey, they only lost by 1 or 2, and they almost had it. They had some really clutch shots in game 1, but here we go. We are live with game 2, and immediately on the board, everybody was touching that one. You saw up there, all 3 players had their names up. Foxy, he's going to be able to put it in. Oh my God, that pass, that alley-oop.
Well, we did ask for it, and now they brought out the passing plays. That was one of the cleanest ones I've seen in a very long time. The 1, 2, 3, just a little bit of extra insurance to make sure that one goes in. I just saw that bump there actually on, I couldn't tell who it was on the orange team. Might have been Maddie or whoever's that 3rd player in the back, but certainly it's a great way to open things up off the crossbar. Maybe another shooting opportunity does get it in for Foxy. 2-goal lead, 31 seconds down, and a lot of time left to be played, but it's not a great start by Lovely.
Yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful start. M22 basically have got the read down. They've got the download, is what a lot of us say in the competitive world, that once you start feeling you're a competitor and they're not doing anything to stop you, that's just going to be it. You've understood their code. You've cracked it. And now they're just too easy. They're just going to lay down for you because you know exactly what you need to do.
Well, I think we need a new game plan because right now that the game plan book has been completely cracked and they might have hacked it a little bit. I don't know. It seems to be like they fully have done everything in their power to take down Lovely in a great fashion. And yeah, you're going to have to start completely all over. New playbook to be made up, or this one's going to be over in a jiffy.
Oh, great center there. Setting up that shot. Didn't have any help. That's okay. Foxy with the demo. On to Lanky. Going to get the shot towards the goal. I love all of these long-range shots. We're seeing some long-range shots from Lovely finally, but it's a little too late. Just not enough balls going towards the M22 goal. But, gosh, the defense also not there either.
I don't see any defense.
Zero.
I haven't seen a lot of it lately, and it was good in the first game, and now it does not exist. It's like ghosts are being played for Lovely, and that is not where you want to be sitting. Not even 90 ticks off the clock, and you're down by 4, nearly down by 5. Another shot going to be blocked there. But again, we've been seeing it all night. Now the consistency has come through, and the rotations, we asked for it. They're now perfect and crisp and clean all the way for M22.
Also, M22 has been so good about winning the resource battles. Every time there's a boost up, they've been maintaining their boost, using it a little bit, and then grabbing a fresh new one. That way they are starving out Lovely, not allowing them to have anything to play with. So that might be one of the key reasons why we haven't seen too many aerials from them. Caleb Sturr going to set up a shot. It goes in, but the defense comes out of Lanky. Lanky, great job by him, and a reset. They're able to get back to the goal, unlike the first game, but the shots just keep coming in. They're all over it, though. Lovely doing a much better job with the D.
Really actually enjoy the defense that's actually coming through right now, and that's a little bit of a great passing play. Just gonna end up going wide though. If they can keep the pressure going, they may have an opportunity, but it does get cleared out. And just after halftime, it's a great opportunity to start putting the pressure on, because right now it's a great gap to put yourself through, and it's a hard challenge to have to go for when you know that there's so much at stake. Single elimination, like you said before, so that's already a hard pill to swallow, being down early in the series. And now you have to get the complete full sweep, get 2 games in a row, and being down by 4 is not the greatest look to be having.
We should have seen some of these shots a lot earlier from Lovely. Lovely are making some good ones happen. It's just not enough players on it, not enough hits. They're just not getting the passes off that they need. M22 out teamworking them to death. Foxy with a good hit, going to put it back into the goal shot. Not going to be able to get the follow through, though. It is centered to midfield. Lanky going to try to catch up to it, but there just is not enough time on this clock here with almost a minute remaining. 4-0. M22 are going to go forward into this one. 5-0 lead by them. And they just played an exceptional bit of Rocket League. Xander, what are you seeing, man?
I'm seeing collapsed children in the corner right now. That's what I'm seeing right here from Lovely. You're rolling back and forth. It's not looking very good. Maybe they can get an opportunity, but I was actually watching. I thought it was maybe some type of fake that was actually coming through, trying to outmatch the defense with a great passing play. But certainly 60 seconds left on the clock, being down by 5, maybe 6, looking for the bottom corner. Not going to go through, though. I just love how M22 has taken full control. They're running their game, not running anybody else's, and you cannot ask for a better team to be playing in this first match.
Yeah, this is exciting for sure. Seeing this level being played, and I'm sure there's even better players out there in this tournament. So we're going to see some great stuff, and they're just putting on a little bit of a victory lap, so to speak, just putting the ball wherever, and just feeling good right now. They had a very successful 2-0 beginning to the tournament, and they can be pretty much gaining that momentum, having that good morale going into the rest of the tournament. M22 Esports Phantom, he's gonna go ahead and leave the game. He's done. He's out of there. And M22 are gonna go forward into the Atlanta Open. See some of these stats right there. Prodigy Striker got some good stuff coming out of these guys. Tyler, though, I think was probably my player to look out for. He just seemed like he was knocking it out of the park, had some very smooth moves all the way up at the top of the ceiling, coming down in some crazy angles. They really couldn't do anything to stop him.
There's absolutely nothing you could to stop him. He was a monster on that pitch the entire match all the way through. And that's the type of player that you should be looking out for. There's no other player like him on that team. It's just a great player to be looking out for all the way throughout this tournament. I'm actually going to take back what I was talking about. These players might be GC all the way through. The consistency, the error control was the most important factor that I was actually seeing right there at the end. They were just freestyling whatever they could. Maybe a
let's
high
check those
champ
out
in there. But yeah, that's kind of interesting.
We got some replays here brought to you by Microsoft Atlanta, and that's exactly what we saw all game long. Calebster, excellent job out of him. Ball dangling in the net. Foxy comes in again, and it just was relentless. And we just did not see enough good defense from Lovely. They got to get that together if they want to play at this level and try to do better for their next qualifier. But yeah, some of those shots were extraordinary, and it just looked like Lovely didn't step up the way they needed to. But honestly, I just think they were really outclassed. Sometimes you can bring your 100% into your game. You can do the best possible. You can play your best, and you can have a great day. But once you're up against somebody like that, the players on M22 were just that much better. A whole different class of a Rocket Leaguer. But yeah, looking forward to the next round to see what M22 can do. I'm going to look up and see who they're going to be playing against, see what players we got rolling in this bracket.
It's a decent bracket.
We do have 21 teams. 21 teams have signed up, so that is a good bit there. And we're getting the first round done. We've got M22 going to be going up against the winner of Team Scuffed and Smokes Toxic. And I think we've got that one. Oh, okay, never mind. We've got a different one. I think we've got a round 1 going. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we had a bye with Devoke Esports. They had a bye, but they'll be playing M22 in the next round.
Okay. So we are going to go back to the same round, and Chillin' and Bustin'. It's going to be who we are watching now. Christ Speed, Bussin'. And Clouded on the other team. Oh, this is a round 2 match. So both these teams did get a bye, so this will be the first time they have played. Great job setting that one up. Christ's going to come in and secure it. Great finish.
That's a great opening challenge right there. You outbeat Clouded, you go over the top of the man, and you smack it straight through the side of that net. It's a great goal to go up 1-0 in the opening 30 seconds. So now you have to go play the last 4.5 minutes here straight of trying to keep either that 1-goal lead or do exactly what I told you not to do in that first series. Don't get comfortable. And M22, they did not get comfortable whatsoever. They kept the pressure on. And now the team of Bustin is going to have to put this one through. Again, it's a great opportunity, but going to be turned away by the post. The MVP of Rocket League, ladies and gentlemen.
I just love how the two teams that faced off at the beginning of the tournament are called Chillin' and then Bussin'. It's like the perfect face-off, the perfect two teams to go up against each other. One chilling and one bussing. Christ here going to try to get one. He saw that one. He got the read off. He knew that the big shot was coming down his lane. So he's going to get ready. He gets that boost in, and he's just hovering around, getting some rotations in. Slick Rick going to get the hit off. Going to get ready for a shot. Going to get the lineup. Not going to be there, though. He's a little bit too late for it. Oh, the demo from Sincerely onto Bussin. That's going to open it up just for a second. Bussin going to try to get that shot in there. Could not get the follow through, though. Almost lines it up.
I just like these opening opportunities. The way that we're being able to call these, they're coming out a little bit messy, but they're actually coming out quite a bit clean. And the way that these opportunities are coming through is exactly how we expect them to be coming through. You expect to be coming through just like that, and then Butson has to come in with the save, with an easy one to make, and now has to control. Goes up for the air dribble. Can he put this one through? There is a defender there, but he takes it all the way, and now they're up by 2.
Yeah, I got to see the defender here. I could have swore he would have had an easy grab here, just not able to get the boost in and didn't get any height on it. So just not able to get that read in. Maybe thought that it was going a little bit low, tried to get that prediction off, but not going to be able to land it. We are seeing some better defense, though, in this game than we did in the last matchup. So there is that. Sincerely going to try to land up this shot. Gets it in. Excellent work by Sincerely. I think he even got a double tap off. I think it jumped off of the other car, and then he was able to get it again. Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah, he got that solid dunk off of Bussin, and that's a great one to bring him within 1 just past halftime, which is 2:11 to be exact here. It's a great way to put yourself back into the game. Now you have to take the control back, play your game. That's going to be dangerous, and Raptor are going to get that one back to 2.
What a shot off the ceiling and goes right in. Oh, he gets the backflip. Didn't notice that one. And it just knocks it, tips it right in. That was beautiful work by him. Now we've got a 2-goal lead here, getting into the 2-minute mark. Still plenty of time for Chillin to make something happen. Sincerely going to try to get this off. He does have his teammate that he tipped it for. Some big shots down the field, though. He's going to go midfield, and Christ is going to get ready to try to get a shot off. We're going to get the rotation coming in out of him, though. The fight in the corner is still going on. Back and forth we go to the midfield. 2 attackers going in, trying to get the shots off. Price says not today. He's going to get it out of there. Here comes a shot from Raptor, and he's going to get it.
Raptor, that's a great second goal, my man. You read the bounce. You took your time. You did not have to have much speed on that aerial, and you just slide it right off the top of the crossbar, or the bottom of the crossbar to be more precise. That's just a way of staying it. And up by 3, 85 seconds left on the clock. Maybe cut it down by 2. It's a great shooting opportunity, but turned away by the defense of Boston. And maybe they can turn this one around, put themselves up by 5 or 4. Because, yeah, 90, it's looking great to open us up in the second matchup of the night. But certainly that's going to be a 4th one for Bussin and his teammates, because that's a great play.
Yeah, that miss right there that you just saw coming up from underneath is really what got them there. I think that that's happened several times. So you can really just put it on Chillin at this point, that they're getting frustrated with their missed shots. Not hitting the ball when they need to, and that's just opening up some easy lanes, just getting the easy angles on the side of Bussin. Like, it just making it too simple for him. Christ trying to make something happen here. Raptor going to try to get the stop off with 45 seconds remaining and 4 goals to go. That's probably going to be game 1 in the favor of Bustin. Looking too darn good.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good, like my grandma's spaghetti, and that's, of course, great by Christ. That's a great one to put in. And my 33 ticks left on the clock. You slide it near your posts and 90. That is definitely the nail in the coffin for game number 1.
So what does she do special with her spaghetti?
It's the spaghetti sauce that she actually does. That's so great. It's the spices. She puts some nice bay leaves in there, and that's just what makes it fantastic. The noodles, it's just nothing special. It's just regular spaghetti noodles.
Sure.
Maybe she puts some sausage in there. Italian sausage adds a little bit of spice. So that makes it really good when you end up having to take that nice bite, a nice old chunky, juicy piece of Italian sausage is great inside spaghetti.
God, I haven't had good spaghetti in forever, man. When you mentioned that, I was like, man, grandma's spaghetti, that'd be bussin'. I would love me some grandma spaghetti. My grandma used to make some amazing spaghetti. I haven't had it in a long time. Did you have it over the weekend? Is that why you mentioned it?
No, it's just spaghetti. Like, well, that's what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. But it's
Hey, okay.
fantastic. I love spaghetti. I love spaghetti. I love Italian sausage. I just love the noodles. It's the noodles, and then you layer it with the top of the sauce. That's what makes it so great.
So that game was just clearly in the favor of Bussin. We're going to go and look over at some of these replays, the highlights brought to you by Microsoft Atlanta. Tell me what was going on. Why did Chillin just fail to get any sort of defense going? Like, it seemed like they were doing okay, but what went wrong?
Well, they were, of course, chilling too much on their back line, so that was really hurting them there. You know, I had to do that. But that was a great play right there by Sincerely. You thought they had it in the bag to bring them back within it and tie us up, but the defense did not hold on. The plays were not coming through. There was another great save right there. But again, you cannot just let yourself fault at every opportunity that you're handed. And if you continue to just do that, it will not be a great tournament for you or just a great series in general. And now you just got to look at it. You're down by 1 in the series. You got to win 2 straight. So it's not too high of a mountain to climb, but you got a little bit of altitude to climb.
Yeah, we did see some forced errors, but I think one of the biggest things were just the unforced errors. Every time we saw a possible hit or a shot that was open for Chillin', they just weren't there. They weren't able to get it. They weren't able to follow through with a lot of their taps. And that's strange to see because we know these players put enough time in. We know that they get those hits all the time, during their practice. So it might be a thing of nerves. It might be something that is just about the game day. When the money's on the line, when you're on a stream, when you've got eyes on you, you play a little different.
I've learned that the hard way. I've tried to play on stream, and it's not gone very well. It's always gone the opposite direction because you got all the eyes seeking on you, and Raptor does not care very much as he's going to open up the scoreline. You saw that initial dunk come through, and then a great pass by Christ off the side wall or the back wall, and that's just a great follow-up by Raptor. So it's a great opening kickoff in the way of Bustin', and then the goal to come through. So it's a great start. Can you finish it off? That is the very question that you should be asking. Oof. And they're going to tie it up with Sincerely.
Beautiful. That was great. We've got a Season 2 tournament winner here, and he is showing that he's got the ice. As soon as Bussin' is bringing the heat, he is cooling them down. I like to see that one. We've got Raptor, though. He's the Season 8 grand champion, so don't count him out either. So we've got a lot of accolades on the side of both teams. Chillin' looking to win this game too here, get themselves back into this one, or else they're out of this tournament. This is a single elimination best of 3 here in round 2 of the Checkmate Gaming Open here. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in. Make sure to go to social medias. Check out make sure you go to the socials and to share what's going on over at Skillshot Media.
Did you see Bustin' there? He was styling. He was styling all the way down to the net. He was just trying to make a little bit of a highlight clip. Somebody would clip that one, put it on the socials. tweet out skill of our other great providers here tonight, and they're gonna get that one through. No, they don't. It's denied
What a
by
rob.
the crossbar. Yeah, that I can't. It's impossible. The crossbar is the absolute MVP of Rocket League. There's no hands down.
He got so robbed by the crossbar. That was very unfortunate. Slick Rick going to try to get this reset onto this ball, but the shot comes in. Not going to be able to follow through with it. Raptor not going to be able to do it, but the defense coming in hot. Not going to be enough. Christ is going to be able to get in there and follow through with it. Excellent job by him. Oh, man, the speed. The speed.
I love the speed. The speed is the absolute top factor. Not always consistency, but if you have the speed, you can certainly do the way of this game in the way of speed. And that's just it's a great way if you can continue that one with 2:50 left on the clock here. But 90, what can they really do to fix some of the stuff up? Because there's been a lot of mistakes happen on the pitch, but Chillin got the one goal. But what can you do to fix this one to put it back within a tie ball game?
Well, so far, Chillin doing much better than game one, so I am a little bit more confident in him. Sincerely going to try to get the defense off. He does. Gets the shot in. Going to put it into the corner, but Christ is here to center it. Trying to set it up for his teammate. I think he just prevented that one, though. He landed in front of the ball and was not able to help his teammate out there at all. He got a perfect setup, but not able to help. And this is going to be Bussin back at it, though, and they are going to get another one on the board.
I like that read by Christ. You know he's going to bounce it right off the ceiling, then hits the tire, slows it down, knows he just has to keep control because he has a wide open net to shoot at, and he does that to perfection. Up by 2, just over 2 minutes to be played in game number 2. It's a great position to be in, especially when you're leading the series and you're on match point in a best of 3 scenario. So it's just looking great for them. And you hope that they don't slow up because that's a great way for Chillin to get themselves back within the series.
Clouded coming in to the corner. Going to try to get the hit off to reset that ball, and he does so. Here comes the demos. Clouded able to get the rotation off, gets back into his lane, and gets the hits. So Clouded getting some really good shots off right now. And he's got to do a lot more, though. He's got to get some more shots down the field because as soon as he hits it, Bussin is coming right back at his goal.
Yeah, every single time it's Raptor on the pitch or it's Bussin or it's Christ. It's just a top team here, and it's a great matchup. I love to actually see these guys play against M22. We may have the honor of seeing that here later tonight. They can make it all the way through. Oh, it's a great redirect. Oh, it's just off target. Up by 3. It's a great place to sit yourself at with just about 65 seconds left on that very clock of Rocket League. So this one may look all done and over. You still cannot count out because Chillin, they're still holding on, but just by a thread.
Yeah, not enough shots down the field, not fast enough getting into the goal for Chillin, and that is what really kept him back into this one. Oh, there you go. Another one to just put the nail into the coffin. We've got a Season 14 Grand Champion in Bussin. He's going to get a great shot at the top of the arena. And they look so darn good right now. They were getting, competed with against from Chillin a little bit more in this game number 2 than game number 1. But they were able to come out on top as soon as they understood what they needed to do to take care of some business. Going to take a look at the bracket here and see where we're possibly going to go in the future. What were you saying?
Oh, yeah, if you could take care of the business early, or it doesn't matter if you could take care of it late, you can get anything done that sets your heart to it.
It's about how you finish. It's Always a good thing to make sure that you know what your opponent is going to be up to early on, and just pretty much study them. As long as they're not getting easy scores on you, but that's going to do it. Bussin take it over, and they are going to get the easy 2-0 and move forward into the bracket. So looking at where they're going to be going, they are possibly going to be playing against Northway or Vindictive Esports into the round number 3, which is going to be our quarterfinals. But we do have our replays from that last game presented by Microsoft Atlanta. I'm going to check out what happened here. What went wrong for this team here? We saw a glimpse of just some amazing passes. We saw some great follow throughs, great movement. But what was the issue with Chillin?
Chilling, they found their opportunities, but they did not take control of them. When they took control of them, like a few of the goals that they were able to score, which was not a lot, they had the opportunities and they succeeded with them. But then every single time it was Raptor, Bussin, and Christ. Every single time is there on the pitch. They are there in position. They take their opportunities and then they capitalize. If you capitalize on it, you're gonna make it. And just like the old saying goes, no matter how many shots you take, no, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. And they took every single one of them to heart and they put them into the back of that net.
Yep, that's the thing that just everybody that's tried to teach me Rocket League at a high level, they're always telling me, just keep shooting. Just try to take those shots. Just try to get them as many times as you can. Try to get that ball. And yeah, it just didn't seem. It seemed like they were hesitating a little bit on the side of Chillin. Just couldn't get it done. But we've got some more action. We've got tons of teams that are going at it right now, and they're getting set up as we speak. We're going to go to a quick break, but when we get back, we're going to have the quarterfinals. Don't go anywhere. Back to the Atlanta Open presented by Skillshot in partnership with Checkmate Gaming. I am your host, Alex Irwin, Nighty Night, and I'm here with Xander. We just got to see an amazing matchup against two excellent teams. We saw Bussin take out Chillin, and they looked fantastic. They looked like they could definitely take this tournament. But on the other side, the round before that, we saw M22 take their series, and they're going to go forward. We're into the quarterfinals of this tournament, and it is for some big money. We got a lot on the line: 150 for first, 75 for second. Cryptic Gaming versus Homie Check is going to be next. Homie Check has got some gold trophies on Checkmate Gaming, so they might be a team to look out for, Xander.
I'm hoping it means something really good because those gold trophies is looking pretty good. And sorry, my mic was muted. I completely forgot because we went on break and I didn't want you guys to all hear my lovely voice. So
I thought it was me. I was like, did I go deaf? Oh, okay. We're good.
No,
what were you saying?
Sure we're not deaf. I think we're not deaf. I hope not. I can still hear you. So we're good. Everything's fantastic.
What were you saying?
It was great. The trophies, it was a little bit of a shock sometimes just to see how much they actually have won off of basically that of what we've seen before. And now going into this next one, it's gonna be a little bit of a bouncer. It's gonna be that little bouncing ball that you're just gonna have to look at up and down. You know, those type of movie moments where you just have to look at the ball bounce, or you see the actors just look at the ball bounce, or whatever it is on the screen just bounce all over the place, and it just, you don't understand why they're doing it, but yet they're still having to do it.
Cryptic Game is going to be Kimmy, Storm, and Fibers Cap, and they're going to be taking on Homie Check, which is going to be Jalading, and I guess you want to say Roy? It's got an X in there, so I'm not sure if it's Roy or Rixie, or I don't know. I'm going to go with Roy, and then we've got Electric. Electric being the player that I recognize, might be a player that I used to play with in another game, so I'm secretly rooting for him. I've got a little caster bias in this one, and I hope that he can do pretty well here. But we're going to see Jading. It's going to try to get that off. No defense, though, for Homie Check. First one's up on the board is going to be Cryptic.
Oh, that's what happened. I saw the bump come through, and then I believe it was Electric. Yeah, it was Electric. Got absolutely smashed off the wall. Could not recover in time to go get the save. And yeah, that's a great goal early to Cryptic Gaming. The first 60 seconds going in their favor, but maybe they can shift ties in the way of Homie Check. That may be a great opportunity. We have a lot of opportunities. The bump's coming through, but not going to be too much for this team in blue.
Kimmy going to try to get this stop off. He does. He gets it back into the corner, but the push comes in. Homie Check going to put it right back into center, and finally it goes to midfield. So great defense out of Fibers here. Fibers going to throw it into the corner, trying to get this boost here. He goes to the boost, but it almost goes in, but he's going to be able to get it out, and he is going for a shot of his own, but great defense there from Jada King, able to not allow him to set up the shot, and it goes all the way back down for Roy to be able to put it in.
Roy, that's great accuracy there. And then the angle, you have to get out the protractor for that one. That's only a few degrees of clearance to slot that one through the middle of the net. One apiece, 3:09 left on the clock. It's a great position to be in, but can you keep it? That is the question that you should be asking yourself. Can you keep up the performance that you've put on so far and keep up the magnitude that we know that you have? Is the question that can you keep it?
Oh man, I might have got his name wrong. It could have just been R12, RXII, maybe R12. I don't know. There's so many things that could happen with an X name, but Jalading going to get that sniper shot off. Electric going to set him up with the pass, and then there you go, boom. Great shot out of him, and that's going to put Homie Check up by 1.
Yeah, they did exactly what I've talked about before. You start off early with the opening goal, and then you have 2 unanswered by the opposing team. And right now, that's going to be 3 instead. Electric going to get his first on the board just about halftime. That's a great read. It's just miscommunication, or it was a couple of whiffs though. One on the backboard, then one just a little bit too far behind on defense, and now the gap has increased to 2.
Yeah, Cryptic had a good start here. They are getting it in there with the defense there, the save by RX. And Storm's going to try to get this one into the corner. And the shot across Fiber, trying to make something happen. RX is there. Storms with a good defensive shot. He's going to be able to get it. Trying to get the follow-through in on midfield. Not going to happen. Kimmy putting the ball up. Trying to make sure they can't get the shot off. He knows his teammate's there. Good rotations coming in. The boosts are going to be grabbed. And there we go. The setup. Jolly Ding able to get one again. Great passing game from Homie Check so far.
I love that control by, I don't know, should we keep calling him Roy or R?
I'm going to go with RX.
R player.
Because you don't ever know. That's a mystery. That's a mystery letter.
Okay, we got a mystery letter. We'll figure that out later in the show, apparently. But Kimmy, not too worried about that one. Gonna slot that one straight in the middle of the net off that great pass from Fiber Scap in the middle off the corner, and now bring it back within 2 with just under 2 minutes to be played. It's looking great from them. Can they keep it going? That is what you should be asking yourself. The questions, that is why this is such a mental game. Can you keep yourself composed all the way throughout? Or are you going to need to slow your brain down a little bit, have to slow down what you're doing, and then eventually it will come through? That is what you need to be asking yourself all the time.
Good pass there by Homie Check, trying to get one in here. And it is just floating in midair. It has been up there for so long. Here we get the reset, though. The goalie putting it out. RX with always getting those last-second shots. He's always there.
He is always there. He's always there to make the choice, and he takes the correct one almost every single time. And that's exactly why they are on top here. And currently Cryptic, I know we were calling them out earlier in like the pre-show. It looked a little bit hesitant, but now they're starting to ramp things up. 50 seconds left. You got to keep it going, but the passes are coming through. It's a great save. Nearly going to slot the top corner, but the backboard going to knock that one away. And now the ones play got to come through. It's a great cut, but cannot slot it through. And that was a great chance to bring it within 1.
Yeah, fantastic setups are being made, but there's just no follow-through happening. 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Going to be a real tough game to tie at this point. This one's going to go to Homie Check in this best-of-3 quarterfinals. Jaladine going to get the D, and there we go. Gets the touch and is able to save that goal. 6 seconds remaining on the clock. And the ball is going to be put all the way down at their side, exactly where you want it to be at this point in the game.
It's exactly where you should be, Homie Check. It was a great performance to turn into a win. And if you continue that action up, you're going to be seeing yourself in the next round. You can be knocking it off Cryptic Gaming, because you looked great. We talked about you earlier, but can you keep the name that we have given to you with high prestigious that we pretty much have wanted to see out of you? But now you have to win 2 games straight, which we've not seen anybody do yet. We've all seen 2 straight O's so far here on the stream. It's just not looking the greatest, but maybe the odds are in your favor for the next one.
We've got the replays here from game number 1 in this quarterfinals. I get to see exactly what was going on. We saw Storms get some great touches off. There's the setup. Awesome defense out of them. Right out of the gate, we saw a lead here from Cryptic, but that was it. They got that one on the board, and then it was all over after that. RX was really the guy that was impressing me the most. Electric, and it's an awesome shot there. And it just did not stop. Kimmy was able to get one in, but who was the guy that really stuck out to you? Who was the player over on Orange that was able to just really, who do you think was the one that did it?
Well, we constantly were calling out Jaladine. He was the player on the pitch making those shots, taking the opportunities, and slotted them in every opportunity he was given. And I can't tell you how many times you were calling out his name during that cast. It was exactly what he was wanting to be hearing. And if you keep hearing your name a lot, then you're doing something completely right. You're doing something right, and that's exactly what you should be doing.
Yeah, he got a lot of setups, some really good shots off the wall, and he just kept it going. He never really was giving up on any of the balls, and he's doing a fantastic job off the rip here. There we go. Going to get the ball out of the corner and send it to midfield. Gets the nice center off. He's going to get the read on that player that was shooting it directly towards him, and that's going to help his teammate to get set up for a shot, but that is going to be a good goal save there. Just getting it out of the net and breaking it all the way out into the enemy team's side. That was fantastic. Getting that goal right away. Fiber did not hesitate whatsoever.
Hesitating is not in the vocabulary.
It can't be. It absolutely cannot be. When you want to win, when you're playing against players of this caliber, you've got to make those decisions and just stick to it. Storms here going to try to help out his teammate to set one up, but they are being super aggressive over here on the side of Homicek. Homicek are going to get the shots in, but there is the good defense from Cryptics. They're going to get that one out. So they are so good at starting off strong. We just need to see more of that in the mid-game. Fiber gets another shot off, but Jalading is there. Fiber keeping the touches up into the air now. Storm's going to get it out of the corner. Jalading with the demo into Kimmy. And now Storm's trying to set something up here. Electric's got the shot. Jalading, he's going to follow through with it. And RX was there as well. So all three members of the team doing what they can to put some points up, and they tie it.
Yeah, I think we saw pretty much a little bit of a pull shot off your own teammate. So that's just knowing that, don't commit, but it was not a harmful one. It was a useful one. And just like the great Team Queso, they are masters at that one. And if you can keep that one up just like they do, then you're going to be seeing yourself way higher up than you expect.
Fiber trying to get this touch, sending it to the other side. Homicek are going to be there, though, playing some excellent defense, getting it out of the corner. Electric needs to get the touch on that. His teammate's not there, but the enemy team isn't either. Fiber's going to miss. It's going to go into the corner. It's getting centered up and the setup, but the defense comes in from Cryptic. So good job by them to stay on top of the ball. Electric trying to make his moves here. Got some great touches by Fiber, keeping it in. RX just waiting for his moment. Electric getting it out of the corner, able to get it into midfield, setting it up for his teammate. There's the dribble. And back into the corner, but they are keeping it here. Kimmy does a good job. Fiber, he's going to send it up. He does grab the boost. That's going to be a good thing right now if they want to play aggressive in here. They've got to win this game. This is a single elimination tournament. The ATLOpen, presented by Skillshot. This is for 150 for first. Some big money on the line, 75 for second. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure to get on the Twitter, Skillshot Media. Get the retweets going. Let everybody know that it is going down. We've got Fiber's cap. He's going to get the shot off of the ceiling, trying to get something going here. This is the biggest volley we have seen all tournament long.
It certainly has here, 90. It's looking exactly like it should be. It should be the pressure game that's going to allow one of these two teams. Right now, it's looking like Homicek. We've seen this blue half of the pitch, which is their offensive end, for quite a long time. We've only seen like that orange half of the field for just a few seconds. But now we are finally seeing them. Maybe the opposition is going to take their own opportunities. But Jaladine does take possession, gets to clear out. Like I was talking about, the possession game is huge right now for a homing check. They've had the control, they've had the sidewalls, they've had the backboard, they've had absolutely at the grasp of their hands, and it's working completely out with the flip reset, and Jaladine gonna receive that pass to put him on top.
That was such a good dribble. Mid-air, RX knows exactly when to put that ball in. The defense was coming out of Kimmy, though. Kimmy had a great position lined up. He was definitely going to save that ball, but then the teammate was able to follow through and get that point for Homie Check. So Homie Check doing an excellent job at just maintaining that aggression. And Cryptic, they are definitely keeping it closer this game. They know what's on the line here. They've got a minute left, and they've got to make something happen. Electric going to pop it up, setting it up for his teammates here. But he's just taking over. He's just going to do all of it. But there's the defense. RX going to put it back up into the air. He centers it. Kimmy comes in with the demo. It's not going to do much here. Yeah, the defense comes in right away. Jaladine going to try and do something. Does put the ball up. We got to see a lot more touches out of Cryptic, though, because time is running out.
Time's really not on their side in the control.
Excellent control out of RX. We're just seeing it so much.
It's just going back and forth on the pitch, which of course is not favoring Cryptic at all. It's just wearing down the clock, tick after tick. And if they get this one to go through the open net, it will. And Electric gonna put the nail in the coffin to win game number 2 and a 2-0 sweep and send them on to the next round.
Excellent pass there, and Electric able to get the finish. I like his car. He's got a nice looking car. And Homie Check going to go forward with the 2-0 win in today's tournament, the ATLOpen Qualifier. You're going to see where they're going to go here in the bracket. They played absolutely amazing. Tell me a little bit about what you saw on Homie Check's side. Like, well, what did it for him in that one?
The passing plays were going through, the infield passing plays to be more specific. It was really Jaladine and Electric, and then you could not find a better pairing. Those two were inseparable. The touches out the backboard, the side touches out the back off the sideboard, and then it was just connecting. They had the type of chemistry that you expect between a team like this, and that's exactly why they're moving on in this great fashion.
All right, we have the replays from that last game, what got Homie Check to send him into the rest of the tournament. We had RX all day, able to just follow through with a lot of really good touches in midair, and was just a huge part of that team. Just very, very convincing teamwork out of Homie Check, doing exactly what they needed to do. That was one of my favorite ones of the day right there. RX putting it down, and then the finish. Excellent work all around out of Homie Check. They are looking really good, and looking at the bracket here, they are going to be facing off against the winners of Smokes Toxic. Smokes Toxic, and it looks like M22 possibly. So we might see an M22 come back and get them in there. So there's still a lot of matches going on right now. The bracket is all getting worked out at the moment. So we might have some really good ones to watch that we've already seen, or we might even get a new matchup, some players that we haven't, some new faces. So staying for that one to see who we've got coming up next. But yeah, the ATLOpen going strong today. We're about to get into this one. Shuno Sin and Forceful Ibex. What do you got? Is that Ibex?
I would make that Ibex. Makes the most sense.
So Forceful Ibex, we're gonna see
on there. It's got Gamma and Lotto wins on there and Kenshin. So I know we were talking about that earlier off just before we went live. we thought that they were quite a few top-level players, and they were coming in here pretty strong. A few trophies credited to them, but nothing to Shunosen. I'm pretty sure, is that how we're gonna go with that one, with Thuga and Lednol and Shimon?
I think that sounds good to me. Looking at those players on both teams, we've got Shunosen. They're the first seed, actually. Thuga, Led, Null, and Sajmoon. So I just got to go with them. That's going to be my prediction. What about you?
I think I'm gonna have to actually agree with you on that one. It just seems so favorable. It's hard to bet against them. If I was in Vegas, I would not be betting much against them, because then my cards would most likely lay the other way, and then we'll be in debt. And then you don't want to be in debt, because then it looks bad on your credit score, and then it's just a whole big mess.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Been there, done. Yeah, not fun. But we're getting this one started here. We've got the number 1 seed. Thug are going to try to immediately start this one off, but the defense from Kenshin's going to come in. This is probably my favorite name of the day. A lot of wins. Love that. And there we go, Led. He's not going to be Lednol. He's just going to be Led. And he's going to be taking the corner boost, trying to get set up in the rotation here. A lot of wins, going to center this shot, try to set it up for his team. Not going to be able to do so. Sad Gamma putting it in the corner, trying to get it out. Sajmoon keeping the angle up, but the defense is there. But his teammate, Thuga, is able to get the counter shot off. Sajmoon's going to get the assist. Great finish by Thuga. He was there. He didn't had to do much for that one. He was just in the right place, the right time. Looks like Sajmoon, or Led's going to be going for this initial one. Oh, never mind. That's not Led. Led, where you at, brother? Led's not moving. A lot of wins going to get the shots off. Led's going to be back into the goal. He's there for the defense. Sajmoon going to put it up. There goes the control. He's going to get some good touches in, but the defense, good read.
The reads are coming out here pretty early and pretty on target. And that was a great opening goal. Of course, yeah, he absolutely didn't have to do much. It was just not a great clear. But right now we're starting to see the clears come from both teams. A little bit chaotic to start us off, a little bit controlled as well. It's just a nice 50-50 action that you like to see, especially in a game that's as high leveled as this one. But over 90 seconds being played here, 90, it's only 1-0, so plenty more to be scored, or maybe only one could do it.
Yeah, we're getting farther into this bracket, and we're getting some much better players up here. They're getting some amazing volleys off, getting great aerials. The big long-range shot comes in, and there we go. No defense for Forceful, and that's going to be Shunosen's second, putting them up 2-0. Sajmoon, great shot by him, getting the bounce off, but also making sure to follow through with that one. Got a lot of wins, and Gamma trying to get back into this one. They've got plenty of time with only 3 minutes. It's not totally out of their hands just yet. A lot of wins, trying to get a shot off. Not going to be able to get the angle, though. It's going to be one of those that you got to make sure that you hit, take your time with. Does a good job here at trying to set it up for his teammates, but his teammate is not there. He just needed to take that ball and try to do something with it.
It's hard to do something with it if you don't really have the control or the communication that you're trying to put through the comms. That's one of the most important parts of Rocket League, the communication of exactly what you want to do and how you're going to do it. Exactly what you should be saying in comms. You should not just be lollygagging around. But that's a great way by Gamma to get the first one to go in for Forceful.
Perfect finesse right over Led's head. Excellent work by them. They're getting themselves back into it. Plenty of time here to go. Forceful wins the kickoff there. Gonna be able to get it on the other side. Sajmoon trying to get some touches in. 3 players are deep onto the corner. Kenshin going to rotate back. A lot of winds coming in with a shot. If Led had not gotten it out of there, that absolutely would have been a goal. Sajmoon getting some good centers up, trying to set this one. Led is there, not going to be able to get it, but his teammate is. Sajmoon going to set one up. Teammate isn't there in time. Thugga going to shoot one towards. Nothing. So there's some great defense from Forceful happening. They're really starting to set it up here, trying to get back into this one. They need to get a little bit more aggressive, though. They need to take that ball out of the corner, get down to the other side of the field. There we go. That demo is going to help. Thugga trying to get in there. Getting it all the way back over to the side of the field. Great defense out of Shunason.
I like the defense, though. It's so powerful. Such a power, but not enough power to deny Kenshin to tie us up at 2 apiece. The pass from Gamma off the backboard. Perfect slotted through last defender. The goalkeeper not there in time to make the save. And with 59 seconds left on the clock, it's a great chance to come back from being down by 2 to now taking the game either in overtime or in regulation.
Fantastic defense there. Thugga going to try to get it out. Oh, my God. He misses it, though. Led's there, though, to save his butt. Led's going to do a great job at controlling this ball. Gets multiple touches on it. He's going to able to keep it in there. Doesn't get much help from his teammate, though, but his teammate does keep it from going into the goal. At this point in the game, you cannot afford to get that one in because that will pretty much be game over. A lot of wins. Going to be able to get the touch out of the corner. Not going to be able to take it. Great shot there to keep it out of the net. Led trying to get this shot off. Oh, he gets the juke in, gets it around the player, and gets some help from his teammate. That was a good opportunity there by Shuno. It's not going to happen, though, and we're going to go into OT.
Cool. It was on target, though. So
it was.
Even putting it on target at the very end, but could not keep it up in the air. Maybe a great goal right here off the back. We're looking for the double tap. No, it's going to be just straight down into that pitch. But the pressure is still coming through for Shuno-sen. The pinch coming through into the corner. A lot of wind. She's going to knock it away, but not far enough. Sajmoon there to take possession. Now Thugga in the backfield. Going to clear this one up to his teammate. Not going to be able to receive it, though. And then Thugga just going to follow up his own touch.
Good setup. Shot comes in. It's going to go up off the wall. Led's there. Puts the shot in and connects. Game 1 going to go in the favor of Shuno-sen. Excellent
like
work by him. He took
Led.
his time with that ball. So perfect, Xander.
And that was perfectly calculated, as the racket leaders like to call that one. That was calculated all the way. Cannot ask for a better ending to game number 1, and I expect it to be just as close in game number 2. Maybe we might see our first match to see all 3 games, because we've only seen 2 games so far. We'd like to actually see the third one, because it might be a little bit lonely. It's looking very sad over there. It might need therapy soon if we don't see it.
Tiebreakers are always exciting. We've got the replays here from last game. We're going to see what went wrong here. And we went all the way down to the wire, though, so there can't be too much going on either side. It's not a one-sided affair like we're used to. It is a very, very competitive matchup here. Sajmoon played exceptionally well, and then the comeback comes into effect. A lot of wins trying to make that happen here. Able to set it up for his teammate Gamma. And Gamma once again going in for that shot. Gets a perfect setup for his teammate Kenshin. And they're back into it, and it goes all the way down to OT. But it just happened that Shuno-sen were able to have the ice. The ice is where it matters the most. When you're able to be in that clutch situation and you know what to do, you don't ever back up off of the gas pedal. You just got to keep it going. And Shuno-sen did a fantastic job at that. Was there anything that really jumped out at you? Any players that we got to talk about?
It looked like Led was really wanting to take the charge for the team of Shuno-Sen. They were the team that was really taking control all the way through and then finished it off with that great tap off the backboard. Secures that win. But then I was just kind of looking at the other one as we get into this next game. I was really looking at going into the opposite side. I was really looking at, it was a lot of wins, was really the person that was just trying to pull it off for their team. And if you continue going through game number 2 in the way that you finished off game number 1, you might have a better result.
Kenshin ready for the shot, trying to get that counter off. Not going to happen. Sag is there. Excellent hustle from him. He's able to fly in there off of Thugga's setup, and they both were there to put it in. That was fantastic work out of Shuno-Sen. They're starting to really feel it.
I hope they're feeling it because they're playing pretty good. Right now, it's Forceful not doing exactly what I just told them in between games. You have to get started off like you ended the previous one, not let it go back into what we started off the last one, being down early and then have to get yourself back into it. It's a hard one to match up against. The mountain is more like a hill in this scenario. It's more of a flat land that you have to travel through, and if you can, then great. If you can't, then that's just even harder to battle yourself through and try to get prepared for the next one.
Led gets a good shot off. Thugga going to be there to help him out. Great passing game from Shuno in this matchup here. Great control from Led. Led's going to get it twice with a double tap, and Sajmoon was there. Great demo. That's going to leave an opening for Thugga for half a second, but he's not going to be able to do anything with it because a lot of wins is there. And once again, the setup is here, and that's going to be Thugga. He doubles back and is able to secure the shot that time around.
I like this by Thugga, just coming in with the rotation, be the third man, knowing that you have nothing left to lose, and you're able to slot it straight into the back of the net. Just about 90 seconds gone, up by 2. It's a great place to be sitting at. Might be paradise where they might be playing from, because certainly they should be playing in paradise, because that's a great one. Flipping set by Sajmoon, up by 3, and this player should be the clip of the day.
Oh, that was a beautiful highlight. We have definitely seen some amazing play out of Sajmoon right there. And the thing is that the player from Forceful almost was able to secure that hit and get the defense off. But man, what a corner shot, just at the tip, right under the crossbar, and was able to get that one out. Shuno-Sen looking so incredible. It's not too late. Forceful, if they were absolutely to get on fire and come alive right now, they could make something happen. 3 minutes is plenty of time. But man, Shuno-Sen are just playing outstanding.
Oh, if you do the math correctly, you only need about a goal per minute, so that's pretty good odds. But not if the pressure's coming through. That was just too hard of a pass. Like I was talking about, you have to push through. You have to have the willingness to push all the way through this game. You may think it's all over, but there's no such thing as being over, except for that one. But the save does come through. That was an epic one right there. A lot of great highlights to be presented between these two teams. They're trying to put on just a show for us, if not a master class by Kenshin with the long goal all the way down the pitch.
Kenshin, all right, that's what I'm talking about. He is able to get the long one off, and they've got 2 minutes and 17 left on the clock. This is perfect. This is exactly where they need to be. They just got to make sure that their defense is on point. They cannot make any mistakes right now. And Lot of Wins is not messing around. He has already put a shot on the goal. And Kenshin's getting the demo off. They are about to make this happen, Xander.
I'm hoping they can. Oh, but that was a great dunk. Everything's going in the right direction until it starts turning around with Thugga. Gonna slot that one in. Great bounce shot, great aerial control. But that initial pass by Sajmoon, the bounce off the corner, then off the backboard. It's the control of the ball is why Shudo-sen has taken the lead in incredible fashion. It is just a show that should be presented by this team.
Shunison doing exactly what they need to. With a lead like this, you just got to keep it going. You got to make sure that you keep on shooting, and that's exactly what they're doing. Excellent shots being made. Thugga with another one. Lada is going to be able to save that. Kenshin here trying to get it out of the corner, and there just isn't enough plays being made on the side of Forceful. And that's probably going to do it for this matchup. Shunison winning this one. Oh, but hey, we've seen crazier things happen. 1 minute 13. If they get one right off of the rip, and then they're able to follow up with another quick one, they could tie this and bring it to an OT. I've seen it plenty of times.
I've done it many of the times, but I was actually kind of interested in what happened if that actually would have been a team pitch. Would that actually have gone through the net, or what if that just bounced hard off the backboard and then another opportunity for the team in blue? But the team comes through.
They're making it happen.
They are indeed making it happen, man.
A lot of wins. He is not named a lot of wins for no reason. He's got a ton of them, and he is just really making this happen right now, trying to get another dub for his team here. You see the initial kickoff. Going to go from Shunison. Thugga trying to get the shot into the corner, but it looks like Forceful getting some good hits off. Lada trying to get it around these players, but all three from Shunison are on top of it. They need to make one happen right here. Great defense from Thugga to keep this one in. 36 seconds, plenty of time, and that's going to be Thugga there to secure it. And they're going to be up by 2. That is just a perfect pass. And being able to finish it like that is crucial at this point in the game.
That is absolutely crucial. Up by 2, 35 seconds left on the clock. You're up in the series. You just need this one win. It was a great pass, a little bit too far into the box. You cannot say that this one's over yet, because we have seen crazier things happen in Rocket League. I've had crazier things happen in Rocket League. To players that I know and tournaments that I've casted for, or just in general, it's just crazy things that happen in Rocket League. But with the clock winding down, only 5 seconds remaining, it's a hard one to swallow. But we will be seeing Shuo send into the next round. I believe it's the quarterfinals. Or the semis.
Yeah, in that side of the bracket, yeah, we're getting down to the wire. So everybody's getting caught up into the quarterfinals before we play the semifinals. So Homie Check, they're going to be waiting in the semifinals currently. They're waiting for the winners of M22 and Smokes. And then we've got Northway playing against Bustin, and they're going to go forward and go into the semifinals after theirs. And then Shunison beating Forceful. Shuno have just solidified their spot into the semifinals. So they're going to be playing against either Bustin or Northway. But we've got the replays up presented by Microsoft of Atlanta. And we're going to see this amazing ice from Thugga. Thugga was just all over. He got a great assist right there. He was just having one hell of a game.
He certainly was. And Sajmoon, you see right there that flip reset, the top corner. I said that was a great highlight to be presented, and it certainly was. That was nearly a great redirect by Gamma. He was trying to show up for his team, but it was just too little, too late to try to take him down, especially game number 2. Game number 1, we finally got to see an overtime, which was exciting, and then they nearly brought it back in game number 2. But the way that the terms started to play out, it was just too much for them to handle, and we'll have to say goodbye for at least this time. But there's still plenty of more qualifiers. I believe there's still 2 more to play in, so you still have a great opportunity to send yourself to that Atlanta Invitational for $750. So quite a big of a prize to see yourself there if you can pull it off.
That was our number 1 seed, Shunison. So if Forceful, have that close of a game and that close of a contention, and maybe Shunison go on into the finals, maybe Shunison even wins this tournament, we've got to make sure that Forceful comes back because they had a really close match with the possible champion. But that's yet to be seen. We've got a lot more coming up. We're going to go to a quick break, but when we get back, we've got our semifinals.
Get ready for this. Get ready for this.
We are back with the ATLOpen presented by Skillshot and in partnered with Checkmate Gaming. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We have got some amazing Rocket League going on right now. I'm your host, Alex Irwin Knighty, and I am here with Xander. Xander, this has been some amazing Rocket League that we are witnessing tonight.
It absolutely is. And now we get to see a team that we have not yet seen here on stream. We've seen Shudosen, but now we see Northway. It's a different matchup. The number 1 seed versus another seed, but certainly
5th seed.
It's gonna be
They're the 5th one.
5th seed.
And they took out Bussin. So a team that
Oh.
we've already seen that we know is capable of getting some good wins. We've already seen, Bustin take out Chillin, and they did so in a really, really they were just dominant. And then Northway is able to take them down. So we're getting down the ladder. We're making sure to get the best of the best at this point. And Shunason, the number 1 seed, taking on the 5th seed. I don't know. Who's your prediction? Who do you got?
I have to go with Shudo saying the way that they've been playing, the way that we've been seeing them in the last series, they played fantastic, but I do have a little bit of a doubt. The way that how close that full fulfill basically did. They were absolutely fantastic in that first game, but then they started letting themselves go in that second one. So it's a hard one to go with, but I want to know your thoughts as well.
I think that I've seen plenty of dominant teams in the past. They'll take it a little bit easier when they get a good lead, and they'll just start to let off a little bit. And I think that might have been what happened. I want to give the credit where it's due. Forceful did a great job at making sure to come back into that one, and they killed it. But the first game just looked so one-sided in the favor of Shunosun that I really think that they are going to be fine. They're winners. You can tell they don't hesitate when they need to. They were all over the ball when they needed to make sure to hit the big ones that mattered the most. Northway, they're going to have to bring the heat here because this is a really darn good team. This is going to be the semifinals matchup. And then over on the other side, though, we've got M22 still battling it out against Smokes. So that was the first team that we saw in the night, and they looked great as well. So they've got one that they're trying to get past, and they will match up against Homie Check that we just witnessed as well. And that'll be our final 4 right there, going in for the $225 of the Atlanta Open. Make sure you guys, if you want to compete in the next qualifier, go to Checkmate Gaming, get set up there with an account. Make sure you're checking out the Skillshot media. Make sure that you're checking out every bit of information that they're putting out over there. And we're going to see what these players can do to get to the next level of their game here. They're practicing a lot, putting the time in. And it's been an amazing tournament so far. And we've only got a couple matches left. Xander, out of all the teams that you've seen, we've seen Shunosun, we've seen Buston, and so that we can already say that Northway is better than Buston, and then M22, and then Homie Check. Who do you think looked the best?
That's a absolute hard one to choose between. We saw M22 start out at the beginning of the night. They played fantastic. That was quick and easy, very painless to them. And then Shudo-sen, it was a tight one in the first one, but then they got themselves together and dominated in the second game. I'm going to actually have to go with the way of Shudo-sen, just how powerful they played just to show the dominance. But if I actually want to show a little bit, I may want to be looking between M22 and Shudo-sen for the finals. It's a hard matchup, but that's what I'm a little bit hoping for. They're already on the pitch, maybe getting started here, 5 minutes on the clock, and 90 take us away.
Yeah, Aqua is going to be one of the new faces that we see here. Juicy and Aqua, going to see what they're all about, and Pablo. Pablo going to get the hit off from the corner. Great job at juking that player. He's going to get the pass all the way across, and there we go, the double touch. Juicy going to put it up again for his 2 teammates. They're not going to be there, though. Thugga able to get it out. And now the boost going to be able to get picked up. The shot comes in, but a very good defense from Northway. Already Northway looking so good. Aqua about to acquire the boost. Sajmoon puts it up, but he's going to wait for his boost. Ooh. Thugga trying to keep it up in the air, waiting for his teammates to help him out here. And some great hits coming in from Northway. Back and forth we go. 1 minute already in, and we're still at the 0 mark. We know that's going to be a good sign for a good match. Juicy here, going to try to get the shot in. He does get the setup, but Led's there, and he's going to send it all the way down the field. Aqua's there, though, as well, so he's going to push it out and center it up.
Aqua's really got to be that player I'm looking at a little bit. Don't know a lot about these players because we don't have a lot on them, but certainly the way that Aqua is so fast, he's able to get up so quickly into the air. makes a very difficult save to most, having to turn your car completely around, having to go backwards with the aerial. So that's a very difficult mechanic to pull off. But maybe it could get them in trouble with Dugga gonna open up the score line with 3:17 left on the clock. The pass comes through by Sadman up the backboard. A lot of whiffs, and then Juicy
Oh my
just
God.
gonna get dunked to put that one through, and Dugga gonna start us off in a jiffy.
There was a traffic jam in the middle of the net. Aqua going to get it up. He's going to bounce it. There goes the defense. Juicy also getting the shots in. Sets it up perfect. And Pablo going to put it in. Excellent teamwork out of them. Great touches. Unfortunately, that was a perfect pass there from Shunosen to line that one up. But now we are tied. And both of these teams looking like they're on top of their game. I do have a update on the other side of the bracket. Smokes, Toxic Rob are going to take that win against M22. So we've got some more new faces coming into the contesting against Homie Check in the semifinals. So we're going to watch that after this. Pablo going to put the shot up into the corner all the way across. The boost comes in for Juicy. He's going to be ready for it. They're trying to get it centered up. He's going to get the shot off, but the great defense from Led is going to keep it away.
That's a great setup. Can they drop it down? No, he cannot. And I like the pressure coming out. It's pretty clean to open it up. And then the defense, Aqua and Pablo. Pablo, I'm looking a little bit more offensive. He got the opening goal for the team of Northway. He has the control, and Juicy, we've not called his name a lot so far in this game. With just over 2 minutes to be played now, it's looking like he may have to have a name to call out, or he's just starting to warm up in this series, is trying to feel each other out. But the demo does come through, not gonna have any punishment for it, and it's just gonna continue in the way of Aqua and Northway.
Juicy's got some fresh boost. He's going to try to make something happen here. He's just trying to keep these players away from it. Both players putting a touch on it, but he's going to be able to keep them away. Pablo trying to get it out of that corner. He's going to go back and get the rotation in. Here comes the shot. Aqua with the save. Pablo coming in for the rotation. Juicy gets the knock on it. Here we go. Back into the corner we go. Juicy trying to get it out of here. Not going to be able to hit it. He misses. Sajmoon all over it. He tries to get it back to his teammate Thugga, who's going to put it into midfield. There we go. We get the aerial in right off the wall. Was going to be a perfect setup for Thugga. Not going to be able to get there in time, though, because the defensive play coming out of Northway is just too strong. Both teams just doing a great job at playing both sides of the ball.
I thought that was actually a little bit dangerous, but Thugga does come out with it. Like you were just mentioning, both teams are playing absolutely great. Every aspect of the game is played here in a great fashion, but can you keep it up? It's dangerous there off the post. Can they slide it through? No, it's going to go wide. There's a great opportunity to put yourself in front, and now you're being hammered on your own net. The team in blue of Shudosen being hammered by Northway. Maybe another opportunity. Can you get the cut on it? No, he cannot. Pablo gonna be knocked away. It's on target. Thugga has to knock the shot down. Gets to clear out, but the pressure still mounting. It's a shot on target. Turned away by Led. 0 seconds down. Could they slot this one in? No! It's gonna maybe drop down. No, they keep it alive. And 90, this might be a great opportunity if they can keep it up. No, we're gonna see overtime instead.
There were so many openings there, but nobody could capitalize. And right away, we're seeing the Northway team going to be able to get the immediate score. Juicy's going to be that guy, and they are going to take game number 1 in your semifinals of Atlanta Open, presented by Skillshot. This has been one heck of a tournament. Northway, there you go, just looking outstanding. Like I said, just not being able to capitalize. Both teams had so many openings, and they were not able to make anything happen. And then in the first second of the OT, we see an opening happen, and boom, Juicy goes for it. Excellent setup by his teammate as well, and just attacked. Being on attack mode is really what's going to win you the games at this level of the tournament, because the nerves start racking up. Whew.
The nerves, it may not be as much as just nerves. It might just be doubting yourself. You cannot be doubting yourself. You made the #1 seed. You got knocked out in the first one, but you can, of course, get right back on top of that horse, ride this one all the way through in the semifinals. But it may be a hard horse to be able to mount. I've never been able to ride a horse much because I've heard it's
tried?
hard when you live. I've wanted to. I have a friend that's got some horses, but it's not exactly the most accessible to get to. But
Oh yeah, it's definitely an expensive pastime.
It absolutely is. But we haven't seen any opening goals in the first 10 seconds, so that's a good sign that nobody started out too hot in the game.
Oh my!
Nearly called that one too soon.
Great save there. We were just seeing it time and time again. Just some really, really clutch touches in the net. Aqua going to get it shot up into the sky here. Helps his teammate, the goalie, going to put it back over to the other side. And then Shunason immediately get it back over to Northway's side. So just back and forth we go here. Excellent work out of both teams, getting some excellent touches. Led going to keep it out of the goal's way. Pablo with the demo into Sajmoon. Another shot comes out of Thugga. Thugga grabs the boost, and he is ready to take it down the field once again. Led not able to get it out of the corner, but Saj is there. Led gets the demo off. Gets some touches here in the corner, and there we go. The setup is put in. Led with another demo, but the shots are not able to follow through, and we can't get a finish over on the side of Shunason. They're looking to finish this one off to get back into, to get into the grand finals. They are up 1-0 in this series in the best of 3. So they are just looking to finalize this one, to close it out. Pablo getting a nice touch in. Aqua trying to get it out of the corner here. Excellent pass. And it's going to be put up right in front of the net, but to net we go.
You just keep crossing back and forth. It's that lovely little tennis match or table tennis match, whichever you want to call it. It's just back and forth action. But the defense, the midfield to be exact, has been the overall factor. And so far, it's going in the way of Northway. They've really kept the control. They kept the composure. They know how to work the ball in and out of the pitch, and it's just working out great. As approaching halftime, no goals have been scored, so this might be a 1-goal game. You never know. It could just be 1 goal that can either send you to the grand finals or that can just crush your hopes, and we can finally see our first game 3 of the night.
Yeah, definitely. This is absolutely the closest we've seen, and it is so good. Juicy trying to get this touch in, and he does. That was big. He needed to get that one off because there was 2 cars ready to hit that one in. Aqua trying to get this one out of the corner. He's going to get help from his teammates. Sajmoon putting it up. Gets the setup going. Teammate not going to be there, but it doesn't matter. Hey, and Led, he's able to come in at the last second.
Oh, that was a great setup by Sajmoon. Just going to teeter-totter on the goal line, and then Led gonna be there to secure that goal. 1-0 is the scoreline in the way of Shudo. They need that one in their favor, and it goes their way in the end. But now you have 2 minutes to protect that 1-goal lead. May not last long. That's a little bit dangerous, but Thugga takes his time on the save. And 90, it's really wanting to go in the way of Shudo, but the way that Northway has been playing this entire match, they've had the control, they've had the midfield pressure, they've also had the pressure going back and forth, so that's a hard one to go up against. But now they're firing up the cylinders for the team in blue, and it's looking very, very good.
Good little shot by Juicy. That was perfect placement because, that was a risky one right there. Almost setting it up for the other team. Shuno-san could have easily got a good shot off right there. Right now, Northway able to put it in perfect position, but they're not able to get the shot off. Pablo going back for the boost, and they're going to go and try again. And there we go. Aqua finally makes it happen.
Aqua seeking the waters, finally found the swimming zone and slots it straight into the far post. One apiece, exactly at 1 minute remaining. This could either be the hopes for Northway to send them into the grand finals, or is it gonna be Shudo-san sending us into that final game, game number 3, that could be the decider of either go home or you move on to battle for that top prize of $150.
Yeah, if Shuno-san can do that, that'll be our first tiebreaker of the night. That'd be awesome to see. Northway, though, they're looking to close this one out. They're looking awesome. Pablo going to come in with the touch. 30 seconds to go. Looking like we might go into overtime here. Northway just keeping it going, though. Led, trying to see if he can secure this one. Sets it up. Thugga was ready, but is not able to make it happen. Sajmoon with a clutch save. Good rotations coming out of both teams. Led with another good shot into midfield. Aqua's going to be there. He gets the touch, sending it to the corner. The center, the shot, not going to be able to happen. And oh my God, Juicy almost put it into the top corner. Another shot, not going to happen. Led's able to save it. It's been up in the air forever. They're keeping it going. Here the shots come. Juicy able to put it down at the end of the field, and there we go. We are going to go into overtime. This is one hell of a game.
Can we breathe now? Because I could not breathe for that last time that the ball was still up in the air. Maybe the pass will come through. No, it's blocked. It's still dangerous, so very dangerous, but we would love to see that final game 3 decider coming through. Still dangerous. Here's another shot. Time shot.
Oh my God!
Oh, but it's rebounded by Pablo to send Northway to the grand finals.
Pablo hit that ball like 3 or 4 times before it went in. He was relentless. That man was unstoppable. He said, we are getting this win right here and right now, and he made it happen. That was beautiful work by him. Pablo, MVP for sure, because at that point, when it was just at that level of a game where both teams are just going at it, I mean, how long was that ball up in the air when they were volleying, when there was 0 seconds left on the clock? I mean, that was just unreal. We got the replays coming up here for you. Microsoft Atlanta is bringing them. Man, this is just unreal gaming right now. We've got Thugga and the boys on Shuno. They did everything they possibly could in that game. They held strong. They could not have played any better, but it did not matter because just the boys over on Northway were just killing it.
They were absolutely killing it. The passing plays, I love that one to end off game number 1. That great overtime goal. And then, once again, Pablo gets involved in the second overtime to give that team in orange, that Northway team, the win to send them to the grand finals to face off. We have no idea yet because we're waiting to play that matchup, because that's going to be a pretty epic one to see, because now you updated us in the middle of that one that M22 Esports, they ended up losing, so that is going to be a little bit interesting. That makes me a little bit sad because I wanted to see them move on, but it's going to be good anyways to see whoever's going to have to match up against this dominating Northway team.
Yeah, Smokes and Homie Check are going to be our next matchup in the semifinals to see who is going to be playing for that $225. We've already got one team in. That is going to be Northway. That just played one heck of a matchup. And then we're going to see who's going to match up against them for that, Smokes or Homie. Homie, we've already seen, so we kind of have a good idea of how they play. They're really exceptional. And M22, we also saw how they play. We know Smokes is better they were able to take that dub from them. So what do you got? Who do you have winning this one?
Well, we did not see anything out of Smokes besides that we know that they beat M22. We know how
Right.
good they were, like you said. Homing check, we did see them and they played fantastic. They, of course, won that one on stream 2-0. So that was a good showing from them. I believe it was close matchups, if I remember correctly. Just a little bit hard sometimes. You have close matchups. Don't exactly know what the other ones were. It's hard to tell sometimes if it's going to go one way or the other. But if I just have to make a shot in the dark, I'm going to go with the boys on the homing check.
Well, I've got to go with Smokes because I'll tell you what, this guy smokes. This guy smokes. He's got $117 of earnings on Checkmate Gaming from Rocket League. Then he's got $58 from one of the Call of Duties. He's played like 5 or 6 different Call of Duties. He's got like $3,000 in winnings from one. He's got $2,000 in earnings from another, $1,200 in earnings in another, $2,600 in another, and then he's got $6,000 earnings in another. So this Smokes guy is a gamer.
Well, yeah, he probably battles a lot of hours anywhere, his apartment, in his basement, wherever he can, just to play on his computer. It's fantastic that you put
all in
that
all, he
much
had
dedication into
$21,000.
something.
21,000 earned. This man is a winner. So I'm thinking Smokes might be out here, and he is just a killer. Can't wait to see what kind of things he can pull off here. He's got the ball right now. He's going to put it up off the ceiling. RX, he's going to try to make something happen here. Get a set up for his teammate. Jayla Ding was there. He was not able to get the shot off.
This is the team with Toxic, and I know we were talking, I think we were talking before we went live, another play that we talked about, that we should have talked about, it's Toxic. He is normally a dominator on the pitch, but right now it's going in the way of homing check, the pressure mounting immensely, and it's just looking great to start off. The rotations coming through, gets the block out, but the defense is too strong by Toxic, and Smokes had a little bit of the hand in that play. But right now at 90, it's coming off strong. Both teams coming out hot out of the gate, but can they keep up the speed and the pressure all the way through 5 minutes?
Oh my God, I just saw 2 back-to-back saves coming out of homie check, but it didn't matter. They were just all over him. Smokes able to put the first one up on the board. Kieran, great job out of him. All across the way, all 3 members from Smokes were doing a good job at keeping that ball in the lane, making sure that the net was always open. Excellent work out of them, just pushing those players out of the way. Toxic going to get the rotation. Collects that boost. Jayla Ding getting it across the 50. But Toxic is there, and he's going to push it back. Oh, no. That was very, very close there. RX, he's coming in. He's going to get the shot off, but it's saved there by Kieran. Kieran, great job by him to get that read off. Smokes gets the shot in, trying to pass it to Toxic. He's ready here, trying to get another pass in. But it looks like RX is almost there, almost gets the shot off, but a good save comes in from Smokes. Kieran getting another setup in, almost gets the touch, but Toxic is there to get the follow through and the finish.
That was just a great setup, nearly cuts it just behind the far post, and then Toxic, the best friend of Kieran, there to support his lovely teammate just about halftime, up 2-0. Looking pretty strong in the opening game of our second semifinals of the night. This team is going to be battling up against Northway in the grand finals, which whoever it does end up playing that team, you're going to have such a fight to go up against. With the way that Toxic is playing, it may be unmatchable.
Yeah, this man so far in this game has just been outstanding. What a great angle by him. As soon as he saw it was open, he did not hesitate and was able to get the perfect timing on that touch. And game number 1 here in the semifinals is just looking like all smokes. Smokes, the absolute gamer, is doing a great job with his team so far. Jayla Ding going to try to get these touches in and get it into the corner. There we go. We've got a shot on, and Electric going to be the first one on his team to put some on the board.
There you go. Now you can start electrifying your team of homing check. It starts working out for you. You get the bottom corner shot, and it's secured in the back of that net. Only down by about 2 minutes now left on that very clock. So plenty of time. Once again, it's easy math. So 1 goal per minute, but may need 3. Oh, the save comes through. What a save from homing check, and all 3 players there to make their own individual saves. Yeah, it's absolutely insane here right now.
RX is there, man. When he needs to be, he is there. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. They've got 2 points to score to tie it up. They could definitely make this one happen. Kiernan trying to get in there, stay aggressive if they want to take this win here. Toxic putting it into the corner, trying to line it up. His teammate's there, gets the hit, but the save comes through. Jayla Ding tries to get the save off. He's able to hit it. Excellent work by Jayla Ding, saving the day. With 1 minute is left on the clock, they got to start making something happen.
And I'm actually very concerned right now because there's no boost in the way of homing check. Every single person that I look out here, they're all approaching 0 or they are at 0. RX does have boost. Possibly his teammate over here can bounce out the corner. The centering pass does get interrupted. It's still a 2-goal lead for Smokes. They're playing fantastic. Smokes just kind of bringing up the rear end here on the scoreboard. Just kind of letting his teammates do what they do, and they're doing it to a perfectionist playing style.
They're going to put it back into their corner, see if they can get some shots off. But I really would like to see them getting past the midfield, get something going a lot faster than this. They got 2 points to get up in 10 seconds. It's not impossible, but it is super improbable. And there we go. Kiernan's going to end that game number 1. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Well, we're going to have Lemonade too, because that's a great double tap. You might want to have some Lemonade, a little bit of sourness to add to all that pain and insult that has been handed down by the team of Smokes.
Well, homie checks could definitely got the lemons as we speak. So they need to make some lemonade out of this. They need to rally back, get back on that horse. Like you said, they need to make something happen. Down 1-0 in this one in our semifinals. Only 1 more to go, and we will determine to see who goes into the grand finals, and we'll have our matchup. We already got 1 team waiting. That is going to be Northway. They had an amazing match. If you guys are just tuning in, it was wild. You got to go back into the VOD and check it out because it was absolutely one of the best matches of the night, and it could possibly stay that way. You never know how the brackets work out that way. But we're going into our game number 2 right away here, and this is going to determine who fights for the $225. We've got the replays from that last game. Let's check it out. These are brought to you by Microsoft Atlanta. Jayla Ding putting that ball in, trying to get it set up. We saw some amazing saves happen on both sides. Kiernan with the first blood and the last blood. Toxic doing an excellent job. What was going on? What was so great about this Smokes team?
They were so fast on the pitch. Every single time you turned around, there was something being put into the net, or at least very close to it. You see that touch right there, gets the epic save, and then they turn around.
God,
that's really, yeah, that one, you could run that back a million times, and you would never expect that to be saved, and it was. And then that lovely double tap to finish off that highlights. It was absolutely fantastic to start off this series, but that's a hard pill to now swallow to go into this one. But RX gonna start it off for the team of Homing Check.
We just started this one right away, and RX was not playing around. He just immediately got in there and got out, taking care of some business. Homie Check are not looking to go down without a fight. Good hits by Toxic. Gets the dribble. Kiernan's going to be there trying to set up a shot. His teammate's going to help him out. And the demo comes in on his Smokes. So Smokes not able to make anything happen. And then immediately, Homie Check answer back. RX is not messing around. This is the guy that we were talking about earlier when we watched Homie Check. And he is really just making it happen right now, getting them back into this one.
They certainly are. The counterattacks now being what is going to keep them in this series. If you can start off like you did, 2-0 in the way of 60 seconds. So that's a great start. You got to keep it. It's going to be a soft shot. Going to go top off the crossbar. It was a great opportunity. But once again, my favorite MVP of Rocket League, the crossbar gets in the way, makes the save. But it's a wide open net for Kiernan to slot that one dead center.
Great off the wall. Kiernan with the shot. Great placement out of that one. That was such a perfect hit. And this is getting down to the wire here. Homie Check looking to clutch this one up and get back into it and force a tiebreaker. Jayla Ding trying to get off the wall here. He hits it past the 50. Great job by him. RX trying to make something happen. He acquires the boost. Trying to knock it over towards their net. Not going to be able to happen. Smokes. He's keeping it on their side. Toxic's there. Tries to get a hit off. He passes it to his teammate. Toxic's going to try to make something happen here. He didn't try to knock a player out of the net, though. He just took his time and looking for the rotation, probably, trying to see if he can get back in for another pass. Kiernan putting it off the wall here. He's going to try to make something happen. He puts a shot in, but RX is there for the save.
I'm just trying to take it all in right now because it's a lot to swallow at the moment. The plays are coming through, and everything is just absolutely fantastic, especially from Homie Check. They're working out excellently, and if you continue that way, it will work out in the end. But you still have about 3 minutes to play now, only up by 1. It's a great just decision to be made, but the flip resets coming through. The control that we have finally been seeing between some teams has finally been granted to us.
Good cross field shot there. Kiernan going to get immediately set up for some defense. RX is there for the touch and gets it across the 50. Kiernan's right back at it with the counter. And now they are setting up some good shots here. 2 minutes, plenty of time to work with in this close of a game. Anything can happen. RX wants to get this hit off, wants to get this boost, trying to make it around this player. Not going to happen. Toxic is there, but oh, he's able to recover. RX all day.
Yeah, all day, every day. You cannot slow this player down. He's driving around in circles. It's left turn after left turn after left turn. And if you go around 500 times, maybe you'll win. Maybe, maybe not. But the shot's coming through. Nearly gets the redirect from the pass. Yeah, it's a little bit curious right now. I'm just curious of what's going through the minds of these players when you have not a lot of time left on the clock and you have to make every decision perfect. It's a great redirect, going to be off target though. It's just the opportunities not going 100% towards the net. They're just going a slight bit wide.
Good shots off the wall. Setting up a shot for his team. No one's going to be there though. Smokes needs to go back for this boost. He's not going to have any. He goes back to the other boost. Needs to get down to the net so that he can make something happen here, or else we're going into a tiebreaker. Smokes is able to get a great save right there. That was going in 100%. Kiernan putting it in the corner. teammate's going to be there. Toxic trying to get it up, but RX, he's able to get the shot off, and another big save comes in. RX is able to demo 2 players. He gets the trade off. That opens up the net wide, but they're not able to capitalize.
Yeah, if you can capitalize here very quickly, only got a few seconds remaining. Very dangerous right here. Oh, that's a awful whiff, unfortunate whiff by Toxic. But Kieran going to be caught out. Just the clock ticking down every second now. RX is wasting down the time, gets the clean air dribble, and that's going to send us into our first game 3 of the night.
Yeah, this has been outstanding. What a comeback out of Homie-Check. They were able to rally back after that first game loss and able to get back into this one, even though it was close all the way till the end. It looks like Smokes is trying to keep it in the air as long as possible, but it does not matter. We have got a game 3 inbound. And what do you think was the big difference maker from game 1 to game 2 for Homie-Check?
Well, you let RX take full control of the ball. I believe he scored all 3 goals for them, so that's just a great turnaround. You took charge. If you could take charge, well, sure, okay. You're going to take control of the pitch. Now you're going to make your team play your game. And if you take control of the game, well, it's yours for the taking. And we do get a big surprise, our first game 3 of the night. That's going to bring us one of the 2 teams that's going to be seen in the grand finals.
We got the replays coming up, brought to you by Microsoft Atlanta. And yeah, what you were saying was right. Sometimes you just got to take the game into your own hands, and you got to be that carry. You got to make sure that you are doing whatever you can. If your teammates aren't on board with the killer mentality, you just got to make everything happen. And there was some great shots being put in here. Electric just keeping the aggression on the net. And here we go. RX, man, was just keeping it on there. Smokes had some outstanding saves, though. We've got to talk about that. These guys over on both teams are just outstanding. They're really good. Smokes and Homie are doing what it takes to win, and they're looking to play for that big money because it's only top 2 that walk away. This is playing for the money here. They are not going to walk away with anything if you lose. You've got to get into the top 2 to get that 150 or 75. And here we go. We are in the tiebreaker match. Let everybody know this is going down. Get on Twitter. Make sure that you are letting everybody know to follow Skillshot Media for any info coming up in the rest of this tournament and future tournaments. Oh, it looked like we had a little rule number 1 happening, but that is not going to happen today. They were able to just break off from each other. RX going to put it up into the corner. Gets a setup for his team. The support shots come in, but that is going to be knocked away by Smokes. Smokes going to get it away, but no, the shot comes in from Electric. Excellent job by him, Kieran with the save.
It's a great defensive showing in the beginning. That's exactly what you need. If you can hold on to defense, and the offense will just come naturally. The clears do come out, but Kieran, he's been showing off a little bit, as well as Toxic. It's a great pair. It's a great opportunity, and Kieran gonna finish that one off right at the 4-minute mark.
Excellent work by Kieran to just come up over and just in time, too. That player from Homie-Check was right there to get that ball out of there. So had he gone a little bit slower, no dice. Smokes up 1-0 here in game number 3. Starting this one off good. Toxic immediately puts the ball up in a prime position. The shot comes in, but no good. Great save by Homie-Check. Smokes going to get the shot off. He gets the long-range snipe in. Jayla Ding's going to be there. But also, Smokes' teammate was there as well. So they are just all over the place here. Good boost come in from RX. That's going to allow him to put this one in. But that is going to be a great save by Toxic. But another shot comes in from Jayla Ding. They are just putting the shots in. Electric was there as well. The saves all day, just getting hits left and right. Smokes playing outstanding.
They are absolutely playing outstanding. The midfield, once again, they're trying to take control. and they've done a great job at that one. That's going to be a roller by RX to tie us up at 1 apiece. It's a great positioning. Jadlin just that slight 50. I believe that was with Smoke, so that was a good win there to send that one at the top of the box. 1 apiece, 3:07 left on the clock, and it's a great place to be in. Bring it back to a neutral playing field, so now you can start playing your game instead of theirs.
Oh, what a double dribble there, and the pass,
no.
and the follow through, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The saves are just being so clutch in the favor of Smokes right now, but we are tied up in this game 3. We are coming down to the wire. Jayla Dean going to put it in the corner here. Looking to try to get the pass off the wall, but it's not going to happen. The good defense coming in from Smokes. RX getting some good touches here. Getting it out of net range. He's going to still have some boost to work with, but the player was there from Smokes to make something happen. The saves all day from Smokes are just so good at the moment. RX going to try to put it up and get it out of the net area, and there we go. Gets it out of the zone, but the shot comes in and a save from Electric.
Electric, you're electrifying right now on the pitch. Oh, but Toxic gonna look for the top shelf. It's a great shot there, Smoke. Such a great pass. That ends up being centered by Jadlin. That's a very unfortunate that goes straight to the offender. And 2-1, 2 minutes left on the clock. This could be the last goal to be scored that could send them to the grand finals to see Norway. And Toxic going to get the flip reset, but does get saved away by RX.
Kieran with a possibility of a shot here. He's just going to keep the ball up. Teammates not going to be able to get there in time. Smokes got plenty of boost to work with right now. Toxic does as well. He's going to keep it in the air. Good air balls happening. He drives it down to Smokes. Smokes puts it up, but no one is there to get the follow through or the finish. Kieran was a little bit too late. Toxic trying to make something happen here, getting the rotation in, getting up behind his teammate, getting ready for that push. Kieran gets the next hit. RX is there, though. RX was all alone for 2 seconds. That was a bit of pressure on him, and he was able to come through for his team.
Oh, these are so dangerous. The mind game's trying to come through for a homie check. They are trying to put everything that they have into their arsenal onto that pitch with only about 50 seconds left on the clock. You're still down by 1. You're trying to push so very hard, but the defense is too strong on the way of Smokes. It's Kieran, it's Toxic, and it's Smokes just holding on to everything. Maybe the double tap. No, it's not going to come through, and the second shot's going to be wide. The clock's ticking down.
That looked like a good shot to me. That looked like a shot that needed to be hit for homie check. That's going to just be a nightmare for them later tonight if they lose this. That was an open shot all day. They could have had that one, but went super wide with it. Homie check got to get aggressive. 7 seconds remaining. They've got to make something happen right now if they want to stay in this one. The ball goes up. They've got to keep it going. Homie check. They make the shot, and the save comes out of Smokes. Smokes gets it out of there. He's been getting so many great shots in, and that's going to do it. That sends them to the grand finals to see who is going to take home the 150 and who takes home the 75. That was one hell of a matchup. Both sides of the bracket led to some amazing games. We're going to see now, though, if they are able to be a close one in themselves. If one is going to be able to just be dominant or not has yet to be seen. Who do you think looks the best out of these two teams? We got the replays about to come up right now, brought to you by Microsoft Atlanta.
Between Smokes and homie check,
Northway
both came, or between Northway. That's actually, well, both of them, they come out of the gate hot, all three of these teams, but more importantly, with Northway, they came out strong. They took down the number 1 seeded team, Pseudosin, and now you have to take down this other team. You got a little bit of a break. So now that's just a little bit of a harder thing to take in. You had a little bit of a break. So now if you aren't staying in free play, keeping yourself warm, you could be going into this next one cold because you had a little bit of time of rest, which could be either good or bad. Depends if you're actually going to be talking or if you're just trying to relax and just not think about anything.
I'm sure these guys are smart. I'm sure they've been warming up in some customs or going into matchmaking, playing some ranked, some competitive, and getting their juices flowing back. Doing some jumping jacks, keeping it going. I'm sure they'll be fine. They won't ice themselves. But let's take a look at the bracket so far, going in up into this point into the grand finals. We started off this whole journey here with M22. They matched up against Smokes and could not take the dub. And then we watched Homie Check and Cryptic. They were not able to take it against Smokes. Smokes landing all the way here into the grand finals. Shunison and Forceful, an amazing matchup. Shunison able to take it. And then we saw an incredible series against Northway. One of the best of the tournament. Just fantastic. And then, Bustin, we saw them early on. They did a great job. So just great teams abound all the way leading up to this, and what a journey it has been. I don't know, man. This is going to be one heck of a matchup.
It certainly will be, 90. You got the powerhouse of Northway taking down the #1 team, and now Smokes coming in hot. You talked about how much that man was winning, and now you got to prove it up against Northway. You have to go ahead and take down the monsters that took down the initial beast. Now you have to take down the monsters of Northway. And that's a pretty hefty challenge to take on. So I want to know your ways. I want to know which way you're swaying.
Well, I already said that Smokes was going to win that one just because of the fact that this Smokes guy has 41 gold trophies, 30 silvers, and 16 bronze on the Checkmate Gaming site. The man's a gamer. The man plays for money. He's got $21,635.09 of winnings. He's got 1,573 wins. The dude is just all over the place. He loves to play for money. He wants to win this tournament. This is a newer game for him, though. He doesn't have as much experience here in Rocket League. So, he's getting his movement down. And he looks good to me. He looks really good. He's been doing a good job. What about you, though? What do you have? Who do you have taking this one?
I think the way that Northway played against Sudison, they played like a beast out there. They took down the initial beast on the pitch, and now they are the monster. That's how I initially worded it. That's exactly how it should be. But now you have to take down the powerhouse of Smokes, or basically the overall winner that you think it is. But 5 minutes on the clock to start off our grand finals, and 90 take us into this match.
Toxic immediately starting with it down the wall. Aqua going to get a nice hit off, trying to rotate around, get ready for a setup, seeing if he can take the shot. Pablo not going to be able to meet that player, not going to get the shot off. Back and forth at the 50 we go. Kiernan, he's got it up, but Juicy with the steal. Toxic going to put it into the corner here, trying to get a setup, trying to center it. Not going to be able to happen. The save comes in. Smokes all the way up into the net. Kiernan going to throw it into the corner. He gets that nice read off, though. He knows that player is going to get it out of there. He just regains and gets back in to the midfield with some boost. Pablo going to get some shots up. Got some good saves coming in. Aqua needs to get ready for this save. He gets it. Excellent position. He waited to the very last second. He was not going to rush that one. He knew that was going to be an easy goal if he had. Kiernan with the shot. He's going to try to get this counter off. Pablo's there, though. And Aqua is able to get the hit to Juicy. And then off the wall, back to Aqua. Not going to be able to get the hit. And is able to reset that one midfield. Pablo going back for it. Juicy with the tip. He's going to try to get this one out of net range. It's in the zone. Pablo, though, he's able to save it.
The save, that is absolutely incredible. They were looking for that bottom corner, gets denied, and now you got to figure out what you can do. You look for the other corner, save again. Smokes lighting up the net, but Juicy and the rest of his team is looking fantastic on Northway. Another block in front of the net. I can't it's so hard to count how many chances they have because there's so many of them, but it turns around. Pablo gonna get the opening goal in the grand finals for Northway.
What a shot there. Pablo has been absolutely on fire. We saw some incredible saves out of him. He has been a goalie god so far in this game. Smokes gonna try to battle Juicy for this shot here. Not going to be able to do it. Juicy does throw it in, but Toxic there for the save. Pablo putting it up, trying to get it as high as possible, making these players soar for it. That's going to waste their boost. But Toxic's there and regains a full one. He's going to go up there, try to contest this ball. This ball has been the highest it's been all tournament long. It has been staying basically at the ceiling all game. Pablo trying to regain some boost here and to get back into it. Juicy hits it off into the corner. He's going to rotate back. Pablo with the boost, but the save comes in. Kiernan. Now we've got Northway trying to get this one back into it here. Pablo getting back into it. The shot comes in from Aqua, but just another good save from Smokes. Oh my God, there we go again. Pablo, goalie god. Juicy trying to get it up, trying to set one, and he gets it in.
Juicy got me a little bit worried there. I knew you had the control, but it was going to be a tight angle. Look for the opposite post and does bring it into the net. 2-0, under 2 minutes now. It's a great opening for Northway in game number 1. It's a best-of-5 series. We changed it up here into the grand finals with a best-of-5 instead of a best-of-3 that we've been playing for the rest of the night. But certainly, 90, it's looking very strong for the way of Northway. But can they continue in the direction that they are going?
Absolutely. Both these teams want it. You can tell from their game. Smokes just need to get a little bit more aggressive on the shots. So far, they've done a fantastic job at playing midfield, getting that ball up. They're just not able to set up any good shots so far. But then again, you got to give a lot of credit to Northway and their saves. They have been so pinpoint accurate with all of these, getting them out of net range. Pablo going to acquire some more boost and then get back into the rotation here. Got Kiernan putting it up, trying to help out his teammate. Toxic taking it all the way. He gets the demo onto Pablo. Toxic takes out 2 players, and that opens it up. That was the perfect play. You had to take out Pablo. Get the goalie god down.
Yeah, that's wide open. Smokes had the entire net to shoot at. Brings it within under 1 minute now. And 90, it is absolutely amazing to see how close this one is at the beginning of our grand finals matchup of Northway and Smokes. But maybe Toxic looks for the flick, a lot of power behind it, but the pressure's still here. The back pass to the sidewall, but going to be turned around in the midfield. It's back and forth action once again, but maybe they can finish us off with a nail biter in this opening game.
Juicy with an excellent hit, going to set it up for his team, but that is going to be a Smokes player there for it. 15 seconds left on the clock. Pablo trying to end this one. Juicy just not letting them get any shots off. There we go, putting the pressure on him, keeping it on him, not allowing them to get the ball over to their side. Northway playing it so damn well. Finally, it goes up, and here we go, the last second try. Smokes going to try to make something happen. Juicy says, not today. Aqua going to be there for it. Northway playing so damn well, and finally it hits the floor, and that is going to be game number 1 of your best-of-5 grand finals in today's Atlanta Open presented by Skillshot. This has been an incredible amount of action we are witnessing. That was a close game, and these guys are on top. that was insane. Like what did we just witness? That was the best that we've seen all day long. That was incredible.
We witnessed a masterclass of talent on the pitch. Everything going every single way, everybody going high up in the air. We've not seen a lot of great control. We've seen a lot of good control in the air, but now we're seeing the great control between two top teams. And these two teams, you couldn't have asked for a better game one, a nail biter to finish us off, nearly a 0-second goal being scored, but the defense, it talked about it a lot. It was Pablo and the rest of that team on Northway that would not let anything but just that one singular goal. But as we look at the replays here presented by Microsoft Atlanta, it's just absolutely amazing of how strong the defense came out.
Yeah, we saw some big saves, though. That was one of the big things that I noticed about the control is like, we didn't see too many of those times because every time they were dribbling at the dang ceiling, another player from the other team would come right up there and meet him and take the ball away, get that easy steal in, and that wouldn't allow for much time to dribble the ball into net range. We were just seeing it back and forth. That would happen, steal after steal, so many different saves, and they were all so darn accurate. It really came down to the wire, and we almost saw it go into OT there, but we saw some really, really good plays coming out, and I'm sure that it could go back and forth all the way down to the wire to a game 5 because that's how good both these teams really are.
They certainly are, Nighty. They're two of the top teams as we've seen here tonight. They've come out strong. Every single part of the game is in their grasp, and now they just have to take it. And whoever, I'm almost guessing whoever gets the opening goal here might take the advantage and put the either tie us up, or we could be seeing a match point. But that's a great opening chance by Smokes. Toxic trying to drop this one down, does get turned away again. We see this time and time again. The offense is strong out of the gate. Double tap by Toxic.
Hey.
Just gonna shut me up with that one.
Toxic was there. Perfect positioning out of him. Sends himself the wall shot, gets the bank, and then is able to follow through with a perfect angle over the defender. Good job by Toxic. He is coming to life here. Getting another shot right off the bat, winning that kickoff. Juicy getting the shot up, trying to get his teammate to get the ball out. But Toxic's there once again. Toxic's going to be that guy.
If you want a player on your team, you might as well just call Toxic because he might be taken, but maybe he will come play for you sometime because he is the powerhouse on offense for Smokes. But Smokes may not give him up. He might want to just keep him a little bit closer in his back pocket. Just he sees how strong of a player he is and how much control and tenacity he has on that pitch every single game that he plays.
Once again, Toxic going to get that great touch at the top of the arena. Kieran here going to try to get it out of the corner. He's going to go just ahead and take it. He's got the full boost, but that is going to be a steal. But Smokes, Smokes was there to help. No, and then Kieran put it in. Oh, that was beautiful. Look at that teamwork. Smokes able to put it right in front of Kieran. Kieran to Smokes. Smokes to Kieran. Perfect teamwork, and they're up 2-0.
I love that 1-2-1 play. It is such a great play to put into your arsenal or just into the playbook. Up by 2, it's a great beginning to game number 2. Maybe they'll tie us up at 1 apiece. Make it a best of 3 to end us off. That might be goal number 3. It does end up going wide, but I'm questioning a few of the things that's happening for Northway. Nothing's going through like we saw in the last one. They were not able to maneuver their way all the way down that pitch every single time. They just are taking too much of their sweet old time instead of getting the waves that they've been playing previously.
Juicy gonna shoot it to his teammate, and there we go. It sets him up. He's able to pass it back, and Pablo's able to put it in. Excellent shot over. And then Pablo is there, and he makes that play, and that's going to do excellent timing right now. Kiernan is going to be set up to make this play. He goes in, and he wins the kickoff over onto Juicy. Aqua is going to come in, and he gets the shot off. He wins that fight. Smokes was able to touch it, but it didn't matter. Northway are going to tie this one up.
The flip reset used to the right direction. Aqua, what a beast on the pitch here tonight. Gets the flip reset, secures that goal. Also gets the dunk off of the touch from Smokes. Like you said, it's a great first touch, but not gonna get it past, and then gets the dunk. But maybe gonna turn around here. No, gets off the backboard, but gets interrupted. It's messy once again. Once we get back to even, things start to get messy between these two teams. But maybe messy is how they like to play.
Oh, good save by Aqua. It's going to get that out of there, but the counter comes right back in. And now we're seeing a fight in the midfield. It's going to be centered up. Toxic is going to put it up into the corner, trying to get a cheeky little angle off. Trying to get a good pass. Not going to happen, though. Northway is there for it, and they are not letting it get in range whatsoever. Great work by them to get those hits in out of the corner. We've got full boost out of both players here on Northway. We've got the demo coming in. Pablo putting it up and getting ready to make a shot happen. He thought maybe his teammate might be behind him and get it in. Aqua, though, is going to play a very, very good defender role. Gets that save and gets another one right back to back. As we see Toxic trying to put it back over, but Pablo is doing a good job at controlling that one. Smokes is there.
The control coming through, I know we keep talking about it. It's the control that has kept the team of Northway in this game, and now it's another opportunity. They're the ones that's always on defense, but yet they have us tied up 2 apiece with 20 seconds remaining. Maybe lets that one go in. No, it does get turned away off the backboard. Now it may be going the opposite direction with Aqua just trying to interrupt a little bit, but the final 10 seconds winded down. We might be seeing overtime. The pressure still coming through from Aqua. Juicy can send this one off the backboard. 1 second remaining. Is this one just going to be dropped down? It will, and we're going to see overtime in game number 2.
Could not be any closer here with only a 1-0 lead. Northway can't be too comfortable at the moment. They need to just keep on going. Juicy's going to try to get into the corner, but it's shot away. Kiernan going to try to follow it into the net. Smokes puts it up. Not going to have Toxic there just yet, but Toxic, he gets the demo in, and that's going to allow an opening for half a second. And here the shot comes in, but Aqua's there and able to get that touch. Pablo with the full amount is not able to get in there fast enough, and Toxic is going to win the game for his team. Excellent shot by Smokes to pass it, and then Toxic follow through. Amazing teamwork coming from Smoke to tie this series up. This is going to be a best of 5 in the grand finals. $150 to the first place team and $75 for second. So quite a difference in money. You definitely want to always win no matter what, but the money definitely is the motivator. Mind on the money at all times. We got the replays coming from that game, and we're going to see what happened and what was going right for these teams. We got Toxic, just was outstanding from the get-go. You see, he just started that one off and was a killer.
An absolute killer indeed. We saw the double tap, and then he got that overtime goal. 1 apiece is now the scoreline, or the series scoreline. But again, the way that Northway played, it was great, but not great enough. It was just a little bit too far behind the mark, and now they get caught out. It's a best of 3 to finish us off. All you need is 2 more to win. but the next one is the most vital because that's going to determine who's going to put each other on match point.
Here we go, setting up game 3. Gonna see if we can get a quick start like we did last game. Toxic just putting it in right away. But Smoke's gonna be able to put it in the corner. Pablo keeping it there. Gets the double knock. There's 2 knocks that were made to keep it. He gets thrown all across the midfield. Pablo trying to get a setup going. It's gonna go off the ceiling. Juicy misses. That's some rare things that we don't see too often, and that is going to end up being a score for Smokes because of that miss.
But that bump on Pablo was so great there by Toxic. Even though he could not be completely involved in the play, he makes it his own and gets the bump to get him out of the way. Opened the goal right up, and now 1-0 the way of Smokes and Toxic. It's just great to see the control and the overall willingness to take everything out in the game every single time, and then now you execute it in the grand finals.
Good little dribble from Juicy, gonna put it up. Waiting for his teammate to take over, but no such thing. Pablo's there, though. Going to be able to steal it from Toxic, not allowing him to get a position, not allowing him to get the angle, and then the ball sent all the way down to Smoke's side. And Juicy's fighting for it in the corner with Aqua. Juicy gets some good hits off, and there's the follow-through from Pablo. They are working it so well right now. Juicy's going to be able to get that boost in, but Smokes is there for the save. Great touch to keep it into midfield. Toxic doing his best here to get it out of the range of these players. They were set up for a double touch into the net, but he was able to get a great save off. Aqua has got it. Good position here. He's going to be able to save that one. Good job by him. It is put into the net range again, but Pablo's there.
Oh. It's the back and forth now at the shot. So it's exactly what should be happening. You should be laying it down all on the line. Maybe the double tap, that was a hard angle, but does not punch through. But another hard shot, redirect. Oh, about to follow up by Pablo. That's exactly what we've been waiting for from Pablo, and now he's popping off like we saw him in the semifinals.
Yeah, we needed that from him. He has been just an absolute lord on his team. The MVP for me. I think he's just outstanding. The rest of the guys are good too, but Pablo's been killing it, and he's got to start making more plays like that if he wants to keep his team in this one and winning, because this other team, they are not messing around. Juicy, he's getting ready to try to help out Pablo here. He's going to put it up. Aqua not going to be able to make anything happen because of Toxic. Toxic with an excellent play, getting that aerial off. Juicy going to regain some boost here. Pablo about to make the play, but it's not going to happen because Kiernan's there with the demo. Kiernan makes the shot happen, but it's not going to be able to go through. Juicy's there to try to make something happen, but the aerial from Kiernan. Going to be able to get the save. Aqua putting it up, getting the steal. Smokes putting it into his corner and allowing his teammate to get it out of there. Smokes getting it out of there, but the touch comes in. Pablo's there. He's trying to make a play on it, but there's no follow-up. So now it's going to go out of the corner, and it is going to be Smokes' ball. Smokes going in. Kiernan trying to make a play here, trying to put it up. Smokes trying to get the follow-up, not going to be able to make it happen.
Uh-oh. Yeah. That was scary. That whiff right there, you had everything to shoot for, and Toxic not gonna miss those, have not missed those all night. Up by 1 now, 96 seconds left on the clock. This is a great game to put your opponent on match point. It's looking like Smokes may be doing this, but Pablo has the possession. But I'm just keep asking myself, Nighty, is the way that Northwood, the way that they are playing in game number 3, Is it the same that they've been playing all the way throughout the tournament? Is it the same that they should be playing at, or should something be changed?
I think it really comes
answered
down to
that.
execution at this point. It comes down to execution, just like that. Pablo got to be making more plays, got to come to life and start putting a lot more effort in, getting more aggressive on the ball. At this point, both teams are just so even. They're tied in the series. They're tied in the game. And you just got to be executing at big moments, and that's what's going to take home the dub. Oh! Oh, what a save! Aqua was able to get under it. Oh, Aqua, what a position out of him. And the shot comes in from Kiernan. He's not able to get it off. Oh, my God, so many openings. And there we go. Smokes able to finally put it in. Kiernan was all over that ball. Good Lord, he was nonstop.
He was attached to that ball like popcorn is to butter. It is an absolute
don't say that. I'm
domination.
Oh my!
Well,
Kiernan just opens the door. He gets ready for it. Smokes with the tee, tees it on up. Kiernan able to get that little bit of English on the side, on the right, to keep it from the defender. Fantastic work out of Kiernan. Kiernan and is just killing it. Toxic with the demo on Pablo. Juicy trying to line up a shot here, but that's not going to happen. That's going to be Toxic members. Smokes and Toxic are just killing it at the moment. They have come to life in this one, and they are taking this game.
They certainly are. It's a heavy mountain to climb. They get this one. It may be absolutely over, but yeah, 10 seconds remaining, having to get 2 goals. It's not impossible, but very improbable here. The clock ticking down, and it will drop down. Smoke's gonna take game number 3, go up 2-1 in the series. Match point is ahead of us. And I know you're hungry, but right now I think Smokes is hungry for the win.
Yeah, they're a little bit hungrier than I am. They're absolutely putting more work in, and they are just putting on a show. This has been tremendous, but I got to go with my prediction. I got to keep it up. I think we're going to a game 5, but let's talk about these replays. Let's see what was going so right for Smokes in this game, why they were able to do such just a lot better in this one and look way more dominant.
They certainly did. It was like we kept calling out Pablo, but then now Smokes, they woke up in that final 90 seconds there. You see the pressure, the opening, and then that was just a great kickoff. Kiernan gets the control, and then it just turns out to be a 4-2 lead, and that was just too much for the team of Northway to take down. And going into game number 4, it looks pretty favorable for Smokes, but the way that Northway's been playing, they can get right back on top of the horse, take it all the way down to the rodeo, and you are going to take down the bull, because if you don't, you're going to get the bull's horns. And Smokes and Toxic, I heard they have pretty big horns on their cars.
We've got the game 4 coming up. We got the lobby getting started here. We're getting down to the wire. $225 is on the line here in the grand finals. 150 to first, 75 for second. And we are one win away from Smokes taking this one. They are looking to close it out right now. Smokes putting it in the corner, trying to make something happen, but it's going to get popped up by Juicy. But Kiernan is there for the counter shot. He puts it back towards the net. Pablo able to get it out. He puts it in there corner and is going to try to get a setup, but Smokes is there. Oh my God, it is wide open. Wide open for days. Nobody was there, though. Not able to capitalize on that shot. Northway still trying to make it happen here, but great defensive work. And the shot, the read, comes in from Smokes. Fantastic work by him to keep that one out. Juicy lays it down. Not going to be able to have the follow-up, though.
I love that pre-jump that had to happen. because it's all you could do to try to get that read. There was nothing else that was going to give you enough time to get up in the air to make the block. So you just had to hope and pray that it was just going to go straight at your car, and it did. Still 0-0 going into the 3-minute, 3:40 left on the clock. It's a great showing at the beginning from Northway. They are they're holding up their own end, but a double commit does come out, and they just have to rotate out. It's just a great opening, but you have to open up the gap a little bit more, actually get a gap going in your way, or you're going to be seeing the trash can while Smokes is going to be seeing that winner circle.
Oh,
that
those saves just cannot come through. And Smokes able to get the first one up on the board. Great shot by Kiernan. He gets the pass in and then the follow through. That was beautiful teamwork out of Smokes. And they're up. If they hold the line right now, they are taking home the trophy, the gold. They'll be winning this one today. But Northway have plenty of time to get back into this one. They are getting some good hits off, but now it's in Smokes' hands. Smokes' ball. They are putting 2 shots on the goal. Aqua's there, though, and gets the save. Pablo putting it up. Kiernan getting the shot. Going to get it off the wall and is almost following through with that one, but Juicy's there and puts it at the other end. Toxic going to throw it up, looking for a teammate to get some help, but Pablo's there, puts it in the corner. Aqua with the demo onto Kiernan. Definitely want to take out Kiernan. Kiernan has been hot these past 2 games, just been playing out of his mind. Do not want him to be alive on the map. Pablo, though, he's going to get some good shots into the corner, making his way. Pablo's got to come to life. Pablo is that guy. He is the one that we have seen can pop off. We need more Pablo to be putting some shots on the goal. It seems like there hasn't been enough, and that really is what I want to happen for this Northway squad. Big old shot comes through, and there we go. It looks like that was a score on their own goal.
I think it was. Yeah, he drops it down.
No.
Oh, he's going for the net. He flipped up. I think he backflipped. He was trying to go up for the aerial and then backflips. That's unfortunate, but pretty fortunate here for the team in blue, Northway. There's no words to explain that besides just unfortunate.
I mean, that's the kind of things, those are the errors that happen at this stage in the game when you're trying to end out a tournament, when you're trying to take home the cheddar. Some errors like that will just keep you from the cash.
They want the cash as just as much as Smokes wants the cash. You talk about Pablo, he's always up there in the offensive third. I hardly ever see him in the back third. But Toxic gonna try to go for the air dribble bump, does not get it through. The redirect, not gonna go on target. But Smokes looking for his own opportunity, does not get the drop down, and it really looking pretty dire in both directions. It would be kind of interesting to see in overtime, but Norway's not been very favorable anytime they've gone to overtime here.
Mo by Juicy. He's going to get it off the wall, trying to bounce it, but there we go. We've got Smokes are there. Aqua with another save. Some really big saves coming out of Northway right now to keep them in this one. Aqua with a big demo, and this is going to be a nail biter. We are tied 1-1. Northway have got to win this one to keep them in this series. Otherwise, Smokes will be taking home the win. Smokes here trying to get this ball into the corner, trying to put it up for a shot. The shot is made, and the follow-through comes in by Kiernan.
Oh, Kiernan, you did it to him. That's a great touch by Toxic. Makes the defenders go up in the air. They don't think that's going to go to the top of the net, but it instead bounces off the crossbar. And with 9 seconds remaining, you hope you get a favorable kickoff. Juicy pass on to the midfield, takes it all the way. It's an open net, but gets knocked away off the corner, rolls over on the backboard, gonna touch down,
There
and
you
Smoked
go.
Toxic Crab gonna be crowned the champions of Atlanta Qualifier 1. What an ending.
Smokes did it. Smokes did it. They were able to close it out when they needed. Even when they saw that there was a little bit of luck going against them with that self goal, they were able to just cruise on through, and they said, don't worry about it, guys. We got this. Let's check out these replays from our last game of the night. That was an absolute slobber knocker. Both teams were so darn good, and it just came down to it. Here we go. We see Kieran coming to life. Kieran was able to open up those games just immediately and was just all over it, man. Like, he was outstanding. If you had an MVP from the night, who do you think it would be?
It would go back and forth between Pablo and Kieran. They both played outstanding. Kieran popped off in this last series, the grand finals, and got a bunch of those crucial goals. But then for Northway, we saw Pablo. You called his name out a lot, and you had full right to do so. He was popping off, getting the flip resets, get the aerial touches that were so desperate. It was very exciting to see all the action that we got here tonight. It's so hard just to pick one player. They're all fantastic.
They are, and it was one heck of a show. Powered by Skillshot, partnership with Checkmate Gaming. Make sure you go to Checkmate Gaming, get set up, and you can be in a bracket like this one and get on that journey to play for the big money. $225 was on a display right there. 150. Congratulations to those guys walking away with the cheddar. It has been an incredible one. Thank you so much, Xander. We will see you again. You have yourself a good one, sir.
You as well. This was absolutely fantastic.
And also we got to say, guys, we've got another one next week. So tune in and make sure to sign up. It's going to be great. You guys have a wonderful night, and we'll see you then.